What's up, tricksters and tricksetters, and welcome to another Tier 3 sub VOD review. First of all, tell me what you think about this overlay. You guys always complained how my camera is taking all of the space on the screen, and my layout is like not showing everything. Yes, I completely ripped off the layout of the Wuhujin. I just don't have any better ideas. Like, either I delete my layout completely and I just put a green screen camera and that's it, or we keep this. I don't know, if you have any better ideas, tell me down in the comments. I'm up for any suggestions, to be honest. Anything. Like, until then, no shame at all. Like, his layout was goated, in my opinion. I think this is decent. You can also see the rank now, right here. Like, you know, you don't need to spam to me, like, what is the rank of this player that we're coaching, because you can see it loud and clear, essentially. So, today at our coaching table, we have the Ascendant 1, Omen main, on Ascent. His name is Leroy, and let's see what he, presented to us today. Hello, Mr. Charlatan. Mr. No. Love that. First of all, thanks for this VOD review, and all the others you put on YouTube. It's really helpful. No problemo. My pleasure. My pleasure. My pleasure. Some info about the player. I'm hardstick in Ascendant Elo. I keep reaching to Ascendant 3, then D-rank to Ascendant 1, and so on. I feel that lower Elos are easier to play, carry on. Even the players in Platinum and Low Diamond are usually more fun to play with, and they overall have less mental illness. Honestly, I'm at the point where if people start trolling or being toxic, I just lose focus and interest in winning the game. Even if somehow the game could have been winnable, I just can't. Listen, like, the real elo hell in Valorant is in between Ascendant 1 and Immortal 2. Basically, that's where the players are mentally retarded to the maximum. And that's where the most amount of boosted players, players that are naturally boosted, players that are toxic, players that are stuck in Immortal for the last 5 years reside. You know, that is their residence. That is where their home is, and that's usually one of the hardest grinds not really, but the hardest pushes from Immortal 3 to Radiant, but whatever. Now, in this elo, what is really important is the ranked team play. Not team play, but ranked team play. Like how you adapt to your teammates, how you play around them, how you compensate their mistakes. Like, as much as you're reading the enemies, and as much focus you put onto the enemies, that same level of focus you need to put onto your mentally disabled teammates, unfortunately. So, once you reach Ascendant 1, like, your game knowledge, decision making, and mechanical skill should already be on a level of Immortal 2-3 player. Like, if these three skill sets are lagging a lot, then you cannot really focus that much on what the fuck your teammates are doing, and you won't understand how to actually compensate their mistakes and how to play around them. Now, second thing that is important in this elo is exactly what you explained. Like, basically, you need to have, like, that, I mean, if you're serious about the grind, if you seriously want to reach Radiant, Immortal 3, whatever, like, these things cannot impact you in any way. Like, I'm gonna give you my secret that allowed me to essentially reach Radiant 23 times in this game, and why even when I didn't have, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I'm not having fun in this game for the last 3 years. The last time I enjoyed this game was 2022, Episode 4, Act 1. And that is the last time where I seriously played it. But why did I still reach Radiant, this year, last year, like year after that and stuff like that, at least once, is because when I'm seriously grinding, I behave towards this player, towards every player. Like, I'm not playing with the humans, I'm playing with AI. Like, I don't care what they're talking about. I don't care how toxic they are or what they do. Like, you simply need to adapt yourself based on what type of AI you got in your games. Like, when you behave towards the players like they are actually bots, not bots in terms of their skill, but just they're not humans. Like, it's much easier to detach yourself from their opinions and their behavior. Like, when you behave towards these idiots like fucking machines, I don't fucking care about. Machines don't have feelings. I don't care about them. Like, I don't care about my washing machine, you know? I'm gonna put dirty laundry in it. It's gonna spin. Then that machine is gonna eat again. My dirty laundry again. I don't fucking care. Same goes for these idiots in ranked solo queue. Like, you really need to have that mentality. Like, where that is simply out of your control. Like, it's like Valorant programmed 9 players randomly to play with you, and now you just need to adapt to that specific sequence, to that specific game, as best as you can. And that's how I grinded every single game. not only Valorant. Like, this mindset really allowed me in League to reach Challenger, in Overwatch to reach top 500, in PUBG to be at the top, in Counter-Strike to reach 3000 elo and stuff like that. It's just, I don't know. It's much easier grinding video games when you look at them this way. Maybe it's not fun, you know, but I don't know. Whenever I play the game, mainly as a job, not as a hobby, like, you know, I have a certain list of tasks that I need to complete, that I need to compensate, that I need to do during a match. The games become much, much, much easier. And I'm just focusing on my problems, my mistakes, and analyzing what I can do better. Not what my teammates can do better. They cannot do anything better. Why? Because they're artificial intelligence. Sometimes artificial stupidity. But it doesn't matter. For example, right now, I'm coming back to League of Legends. Same problem, like every Riot game has mentally disabled community. I don't know why is that so. Like, the game attracts that type of people, I guess. You know, the companies has that type of a culture, apparently. But right now, as I'm grinding again, back to Challenger, like, I'm only focusing on myself. You know, 40% of games are always automatic loss. Done. Period. Nothing to do about it. In a span of 1000 games, you will lose 400 matches because there is nothing that you could have done better. But in those 600 games that I could have done something better, or I did something good, I analyze my timings, I analyze my pathings, my routhings, my ganks. Right now I'm playing jungle Evelyn. I'm analyzing, could I have taken a dragon at a different moment of time? Should I focus more on objectives? Like, what is a power play of every team composition and stuff like that, and every champion? So, same approach you need to take in Valorant as well. Like, in Valorant, it's a bit harder to solo carry, in my opinion, because, you know, there are certain team compositions and certain factors that don't allow you to win almost every scenario, but it balances out somewhere like after 1000 matches. So this is literally the best Grindset that you can have in any competitive video game. Like, you're not playing with humans. You don't fucking care what they say. You don't fucking care what they think. If you're playing in a specific elo with and against someone, you probably you deserve to be there, as well as they do. You know, they're probably there if they played solo because they're on that skill level. So whatever mistake they make or you make, no one can blame each other. Like, blame doesn't exist. Fuck this shit. Like, get it out of here. Like, that's why I hate, you know, The problem is, like, I'm also a content creator and I need to clip farm sometimes, and, you know, I need to say vile shit for TikTok and shorts, but, you know, it's just whatever. It doesn't matter. Like, for example, like, what is really important when it comes to tilting and raging is that you learn how to quickly brush it off. Like, okay, you lose a round. Like, tip number one. Tip number one. You should never be tilted because of the mistakes and shit that your teammates are doing. Because they are AI. They're bots, essentially. You're not going to be angry at your washing machine for making loud noise that you cannot fix, for an example. Now, tip number 2. It is okay if you tilt and you rage a bit because of the mistakes that you did. It's fine. That means that you care. That means that you're passionate about the game, passionate about getting better, but that tilt and rage should never impact your in-game performance. Never. Ever. Like, in the last 5 years, since I started playing Valorant, I always tilted, I always raged. You know? I don't fucking care, I'm an emotional type of guy. But, when the round is over, in the next round, I don't care anymore. I just focus on what I can do better in the next round, and that's it. Maybe I'm gonna lose the match because I raged and tilted in that one game. But as soon as I queue the second match, I don't care about the past. I don't care about the previous game. What happened in it, and what I did wrong, what my team has did. I don't fucking, it's erased from my memory. Like, I literally cannot remember right now the last 3 games that I played. If you tell me exactly what happened in those games, I don't remember, I don't care. I just move forward, look at the future, what I can do better, and that's it. Like, that's the type of mentality that you need to inherit, and that I'm teaching in my private coaching sessions always, like how to develop that type of mentality. Now, it's hard, it requires work, mental resilience, and some practice, stamina that you also build over time as you're playing video games more and more, but it's very important to have that type of mentality and grindset. Now, I played for a long time, just for fun, so I played pretty much every agent, but mostly Rage, Chamber, Jet, and I recently started to focus on Omen. But pretty good roster, in my opinion. Like, all 4 agents share similar setups, pathings, and things that you can do in the game. And all 4 of these agents can be your main or flex picks. It's fine. Like, you know, you can play them based on the map, which you know, on which you have most win rate with them. You can, like, play them in multiple different ways. Aggressive, passive, supportive, like, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Chamber is a bit, you know, like a dark sheep in this herd. But still, even with Chamber, like, the TP setups and the stuff that you want to do on attack and defense is quite similar, you know, how you should hold the angles and stuff like that, and how should you path through specific areas of the map. This is a roster that I can completely support, you know. You should just pick 2 agents that you really want to master. Like, you don't want to focus on all 4 of them. That would be abysmal. Like, pick 2 characters that suit you the best. Omen and Jet. Chamber and Raze. Raze and Jet. Chamber and Omen. It doesn't matter. And the other 2 can just be alternative flex picks that you play based on the map, or based on team compositions, or based on how you feel that day. Maybe today is not the day for Chamber, for hitting the headshots. Let's play Raze. Let's play Omen. You know. Now, I think my biggest flaw is that I cannot make the right decision in the moment. And some rounds I just don't know where to position myself to have higher chances of winning. As I rewatch my games, I can point out some obvious mistakes, but in-game, it's a bit harder for me. Also, I struggle a lot with a refrag game. Like when to pick with teammates, when to join them, and also if I bait them or no. Okay, listen. I'm just gonna cover one topic here, because we're gonna see the gameplay anyways. Mid-round decisions don't matter at all if the starting of your rounds are bad. And usually what I see, all the way up to Immortal 3, players have terrible start of the rounds. Terrible ideas, where to go, how to play, how to path, how to execute something. Like, before you can make good mid-round decisions, you need to give good callouts, or you just need to start the round goods. If you start the round bad, you cannot expect, you don't wanna every round adapt mid-round what the fuck you should be doing, obviously. Like 50% of your rounds, you should be winning based on how you start them. Like where you lead your teammates. What type of pick you wanted to make. How did you position yourself and stuff like that, especially on the defender's side. Ending of the rounds is also easy to analyze. Post plants and retakes. Like that is another thing that should be superb to you. Who should you play with? How should you path? What type of setup you should use? And stuff like that. Now, mid-round decisions are the hardest because they depend on sequences and scenarios that you encounter in the game. Like, it's not easy to develop that level of knowledge. Like you need to do consistently self-observations, VOD reviews, sequence reviews, and to understand every win condition in the game. That is something that you simply build over time, as you play the game more, as you intake more and more content, and as you develop some level of repetition during your games. Now, listen here. For a player that doesn't have a coach with himself, that is there for him 24/7, like, if you struggle with these mid-round decisions, you really need to do some work outside of the game. Every fucking day. I don't know. Pick one random VOD, one random game, every single day, and analyze, have we done some better pathing? If we get stuck in this area of the map, what should we do next? If we get stuck in the main area of the map, what is a better decision next time when this happens? In a round where you lurk and flank, observe your timings when you lurk, when you flank. Like, what is the enemy's economy? What is yours economy? How your teammates play? Which map you're playing and stuff like that. Like, that is the hardest thing to develop in Valorant. In any video game, to be honest. Like, basically, situational awareness and adaptiveness. In the middle of the games and middle of the rounds. But I would always recommend to every player, what is really important for you to learn right now, no matter which rank you are, if you're below Immortal 3, is how you start and how you're ending the rounds. Like, what you do in the mid-rounds doesn't matter at all if your endings and your starts are absolutely fucking trash can. I mean, of course, mid-rounds lead towards the ending, but still, there's a lot of the times where people play post plans like retards, like on a, like they're doing a, I don't know, 3v3 retake on A site. One guy is going here, one here, one here. How the fuck you plan to win that retake with random teammates, like, what are we doing? You play post plan on B site. You play here, two of your teammates are playing here. Waste of time. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, learn these basic setups, these basic, like, general scenarios first, before you can focus on anything else. We'll see in your gameplay anyways. My goal is to reach Immortal 3 in upcoming weeks and months, and be consistent in that elo. Okay. I still believe, in 2025, that anyone can reach Immortal 3 without arms, without legs, without eyes. Like, Immortal 3 is easy. The problem with Immortal 3 to Radiant is that the time restraints. Like, if you don't have time to play the game every day, like, you cannot expect getting Radiant even within a year. Like, if you can only play like 60 hours of Valorant per act, you can maybe go from Immortal 3 to Radiant in like a year or something. Like, you need to realize you're competing against pro players, tier 1, tier 2 players, players that are giving their life to this game, and they're playing it 24/7. So, Immortal 3 is still easy peasy. We'll see what we can do better. I've chosen this game because that day my aim wasn't on point. But I managed to play around, and it's rare, but I had normal teammates. Okay? Please don't focus too much on age and map, as much as on how I can modify my gameplay to have more control over the game and round outcome. Any advice on technical skills and technical skills and technical mistakes? Love it. A mail would be helpful too. Okay. Also, if you have any secret on how to deal with the mentally ill gorillas and to not be affected by them, please share it. I already told you what type of mindset you need to adopt. Like, if you have a mindset where you play with actual humans, like, you I don't know, like, you will always struggle a lot. Okay, where is he playing? Like, I don't know. Is this NA, EU? I don't know. We'll review his tracker later. Like, let's start immediately with the actual VOD review. So, Omen on Ascent, attacker side. Both team compositions are pretty standard. I mean, for rank solo queue on Ascent, it's not that it's decent, whatever. The only thing that you need to pay attention on is KO knife. You know, KO players like to do early knife. If you're pushing Ascent in a first round, we should call to dodge it. Like, we should tell our teammates, hey guys, let's delay our push for 5-10 seconds, dodge the knife, and then let's go A or B. Weakness of the enemy team is they don't have a real recon agent. That is something that we can exploit during the post plants as we're taking the space, and on a defender side as well. Cypher players will usually play B side. So what we should do in this game is simply abuse A side early on, and then adapt ourselves based on how enemies are actually positioning and how enemies are actually taking the space on a defender side. So against this team comp, usually what you want to do is like 3 rounds in a row. Let's do a 5-man push on A. And in a 4th round, we change something. We mix it up a bit. But I would definitely tell these idiots to dodge the KO knife for the first like 5-10 seconds, and then we go in. Now, in this first round, if you're going A side, okay, like what you should be doing is classic light shield, 2 smokes, 2 shrouded steps, obviously, and you're going for the aggressive play towards the generator. But you need to start the round by jumping up here, and from that position, supporting your teammates and applying the pressure onto the enemies. A lot of the times what I see, even Ascendant and low Immortal players, they are not using... They're not using... A second, this is too loud for me. They're not using a one-way smoke for aim-in, especially not in the first round. Anyways, like, you know, if your teammates are going at the bottom, you always want to start here, wait for them to get a contact, peek out, take a kill, drop down. When your teammates are passing this line, if they didn't get a contact, drop down, follow them up, and play with them. In the first round, you should always do this type of a setup. If you're playing below Immortal 3, you can teleport up, here or here. Up to you. Usually, in this first round execute, I prefer the teleport on the right side. And then from this position, you can either engage the enemies, or you can extend your play and try to go under, and from under position, make the sandwich out of them and take the site with your allies. let's see what you're gonna do. But do you think it is a bad idea to move out at 18? I don't know. Like, in my country, people don't move out until they're 30. To be honest, like, I think the faster you... It's 50-50. You know, like, really 50-50. Like, for example, I did move out when I was like 18, 19. And it helped me to develop myself to like, become the person that I'm today. To become more self-dependent. I actually started earning money when I was like 15, 16. And that is the first time I had some kind of a business of my own. And literally, from when I was 15, 16, I stopped taking money from my parents or family, and I was just grinding the life. And that really helped me a lot. It is a much harder path in life, you know, not really finishing the college, having like different businesses and different real jobs as well. Also, I tried to go pro in multiple video games as well during that time, and I was consistently sustaining myself. So it really is personal stuff. Like, it depends like what you want to do in life. How developed are you as an individual, and there's some other like variables as well. When did YouTube change this layout?
I have shock darts. Wait.
Listen, if you're at the front lines, like I'm not gonna talk about this ever again in my life. If you're at the front line for your team and you're not playing on the contact, you are rushing and making the fucking footsteps. You're peeking the main area of the map where enemies can be on multiple different vertical and horizontal positions. Jump spot it. Especially with a classic pistol. You don't want to take this fight. You don't want to take this fight. You don't... None of these fights. Before your teammates even have a chance to do this, run in front of them. Jump spot 1. Jump spot 2. Now let's go. Like, why would you even do this? Expose yourself to maybe a Jet that is playing this off angle. I don't know. I really don't know how our enemy is gonna play this round. So, whenever you run in front of your teammates, and you're the first contact in these choke points, jump spot always. Don't wait for anything. Don't go for any jiggle peeks, shit like that, if you're not certain where are the enemies at that moment of time. I'm not gonna repeat myself. If you make this mistake multiple times during a VOD review, you know what to do. Sorry for asking, but how much money do you think you need to move out? Depends on the country, man. It really depends on the country that you're living in. Is this a French guy? Tiempo de ida. Vuelta de la red. No, this is Spanish? Tiempo? Spanish, huh? Brother, this smoke for generator, we really cannot miss it. First of all, both of your smokes are bad. This is what I'm saying, like, your mid-round decisions don't matter at all if your executes and starting of your rounds is bad. What mid-round decisions? Like, you did this smoke for the switch. Enemy, like, as the switch is going down, enemies can play here, destroy your teammates with 3 different peaks. You did this smoke for the generator. It's not even a one-way. What mid-round decisions? You literally fucked up yourself And your teammates as well, potentially, with this smoke setup. Like, always remember, you value the precision over the speed when you're learning something new and when you're developing yourself as a player. Fuck the speed. Especially when you're playing a controller such as Omen. Take your time. The smoke should be here. This smoke should be here. My jet is already out. I don't care. I'm a Ascendant 1, Ascendant 3 player. I'm still learning the Omen. Like, I'm gonna take my time. Let's do this smoke. Now enemies need to guess. Did I teleport on top, down, or here? Usually, you never want to teleport towards the left side. Because chances are the highest that enemies are hiding here. Because most players, when they see this smoke, they might be doing some shit like this. That's why 90% of times you want to teleport on top or on the right side here. And then, like, as I said, you just look at the minimap. You see that enemies are backside or behind the generator. Extend the TP. Delete the enemies, take the space, done. Like, you could have outplayed the shit out of that Cypher. You heard that the Cypher is under. You saw his position on the minimap. In the middle of gunfights, like, Omen teleport is almost inaudible on the position where he's teleporting to. Like, there's no fucking way that this Cypher is gonna check his back once he hears this teleport. Free kill, Cypher dead, teammates move in, and that's it. Okay, I mean, I don't know, on this range I would definitely gamble on the triple shot. I don't know, just going for the one taps. It's really up to you, I guess. Now, keep in mind one thing. When you're using the triple shot of the classic pistol, like, you never want to spam a few bullets onto the enemies and then use a triple shot. Because the RNG of the triple shot after a few bullets is you need to pray to Jesus Christ if it's gonna hit or not. Like, basically, if you want to use a triple shot, you can go for a one bullet and then triple. You can go for a triple immediately. By going for 1, 2, 3 bullets and then triple, you do that only if you think that the enemy is really low HP, that one bullet is gonna delete him, and you have a triple chances to take that kill with a triple shot. That what you did at the end was literally a pure gamble. Anyways, this round probably wouldn't been a bit easier if we killed the Cypher a bit faster. You know? If we took the space a bit faster. If we had a bit more better utility and faster utility usage, we would have supported our team as better. Yeah, is this Madrid? This is Spanish, right? Christux, what stream, bro? Welcome to the streamer, Roni, man. Good job. Killjoy is him, huh? Okay, now listen, in this second round, when you win the first round of Ascent, yeah, you can force Bulldog. But if you're going A-set again, I just think Stinger is a bit better. Anyways, most of the fights you're gonna take should be medium range and close range fights. So I really don't see a reason why would you go with a Bulldog. But Bulldog is like probably the most optimal anti-eco weapon for the second round. You can play every gunfight, one bullet to the head, one bullet to the body is always a kill. So if you prefer the Bulldog, I'm not gonna stop you. And as I said, in these early rounds, I would definitely tell my teammates to slow down a bit. Let's dodge the KO knife and let's push then. Like, you should be expecting a KO knife now.
Tengo una patada. Esperarse.
Vamos para atrás. Wow, mi padre. Ahí dame.
Listen, I don't know. It's Spanish. It's Spanish, so I don't know really what's happening with the comms. Like, you know, I can understand a bit, but it would be really good in this second round if you can just tell your teammates, "Hey guys, let's do a 5-man push somewhere." When you win the first one, like in these anti-eco rounds, you never want to split. You never want to like, you know, you never want to like do some crazy plays. We just want to win this round based on economy advantage and refrag game. Killjoy, don't go mid. Come with us. You get tagged by the KO knife. Okay, reset. Let's push again. It doesn't fucking matter. Even if there's like 4 or 5 enemies. Fuck it, we can push later. It's okay. We have better guns, more utility, more economy to work with, essentially. But if you see this type of a player in your team, such as this Killjoy, that wanna go through mid in the second round, or lurk or flank, try to persuade that guy to play with you, if it is possible. Now, another tip I would give you, as a European player, don't play on Madrid. Like, in Europe, only 2 servers exist. Frankfurt and London. It doesn't matter which ping you have. It is not worth it playing on any other server. The best server is, believe it or not, Istanbul. Like, Turkish players are amazing when you speak the Turkish language. At least when I played in Immortal 3 and Radiant, a few games on Istanbul, I don't know. It was splendid time, to be honest. They really try hard. They're really mechanically skilled. They want to win. I don't know. I had a really good time on Istanbul. London is the second best, and Frankfurt is like, you know, a bit of a gamble, but that's where you know, the most skilled players actually play in this godforsaken region. So, but Madrid, I would avoid 10 out of 10 times, without any doubt. And Stockholm as well, and Paris as well.
Esperarse.
Vamos para atrás. Wow, mi padre. Ahí dame medio. Sí. Tiene guardia en medio.
Listen, behave towards a 4v5 disadvantage when you have economy advantage as you're playing a 5v5. Like, it's okay, even though you lost one teammate, especially if it is a sentinel, and we can just reset this round. Here, you still don't need to do any solo plays. You don't need to search for any solo kills. We can just take the mid control with our teammates, try to play some refrag game, try to get some frags based on our economy advantage, and try to lower down this small numbers disadvantage. Like, 4v5 in an anti-eco round, it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. You don't need to hold aim in right now, pick up the spike, give your teammates a smoke for mid, like for short or bottom mid, and let's try to take something together. Like, for example, right now, already at this moment of time, your teammates should have like some kind of a smoke for mid, like either bottom mid or short. It really doesn't matter. And I mean, you should have played with them long time ago. Like, that's another point, obviously. Like, already here, you should be close to the Sova and Jet, and we should have a smoke bottom mid, denying the enemy's information, vision. And it's fine. We can do a 4-man push through A short. It doesn't matter. It's an anti-eco round.
Que se lo salta, tío, me tiene una piña. 60 aquí. Hay dos. Basic.
You know, also, like, when you're playing these anti-eco rounds, you should always expect enemies to do some unorthodox plays. You know, like in this round, especially once we saw that enemy Cypher pushed B. Like, we need to expect that maybe right now, Jet or Raze are pushing A main. Like, we know that KO is in A short, but you cannot play this overexposed. Like, you really cannot play this overexposed. Right now, an enemy can be top mid. Enemy can be peeking you from bottom mid. Your Reyna doesn't have the angle for that. Like, right now, if you want to force this fight with a KO and wait for KO to peek, just clear. You know, let's clear the A short completely. Now we are in the actual disadvantage. You know, 3v2 is not fun to play. We need to clear this. And from this position, you know, we can try to search for a fight. It's fine. Get here. And now we can wait for KO to maybe peek. But we also don't want to lose enormous amount of time doing all of this shit.
Two guys there, Cayo and right. No info yet.
Enemigo por la zona de aparición defensora. Denegando visión enemiga.
One thing I don't understand here is why are you walking? Like, listen. If you have a teammate that is running in front of you, you just run. Like, you need to realize that 90% of Valorant players, especially below Immortal 3, are just autopiloting. Like, if they hear this Reyna, and they see this Reyna Lear on the minimap, they also expect you to be there as well. They don't think, they don't use the brain at all. And also, what are the callouts in Europe? Enemies are pushing market. Enemies are not gonna say like, oh, there's only Reyna in the market. People just yell like, they're pushing B, they're pushing, and there's one guy. Or whatever, like, there's no one there. So here, like, walking, you're just losing the timing to help this Reyna. We should already have the smoke for the CT. Smoke for the CT on the B set as well. And just, let's go B. It's fine. We know that Reyna, that enemy Raze, is somewhere in this area of the map. We know that the Jet is probably somewhere here. Like, there's no way that the Cypher pushed B main and the Jet stayed here in the second round. We can do that as well. But listen, like, whenever you don't have a concrete evidence and information that enemies are in some area of the map, check every single angle and every single position as if that enemy will be there. Like, right now, what Reyna is doing is absolutely stupid. Like, running in with a knife out. Who the fuck knows where is this Jet? He can be in the B main. I don't know. I just did a blind guess. But right now, like, with a Guardian out, we can bait this Reyna a bit, let her go in front of you, but check every angle. Left, right, CT, everything.
Maybe on B, careful. No info.
Quedan 30 segundos. Solo queda un jugador.
B, careful. No info.
So, I mean, like, I don't know. This was just a bit of deafness. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, I mean, you heard her footsteps, like, behind you, and I guess this is an awareness that you build over time. This spatial awareness. Like, if the Reyna is going right and you hear the footsteps behind you on the left, like, obviously the guy is on the left behind you. So, whatever, like.
Quedan 30 segundos.
You just had to react on this much faster, like, you literally heard the guy running in behind you.
Solo queda un jugador. Spike soltado.
Plus my VOD is like muted a bit, like God knows how, you know, how loud her footsteps are actually.
Podemos probar. Maybe go mid. Smoke.
May I ask, why are you in this round saving so much money? You have like... You have 5,400 credits in the next round. Why are we only buying a sheriff? Like, listen. Like, you always buy based on what you want to get in the next round and afford every credit that might win you the current round. Like here, if you know, you can buy the Shrouded Steps, you can buy the Light Shield, and you can buy the Stinger as well, and you still have money for the Heavy Shield and Vandal in the next round. Or no, you can buy a Stinger and Light Shield. You can buy Sheriff and Light Shield. You can force a Marshal and Light Shield maybe, and try to get some picks in the mid area of the map. But obviously, as an Omen player, this is the round where you really want to abuse the Stinger. And why the fuck would I pick a Sheriff and I can get a Stinger, shove the Stinger in the ass of these like Ascendant low immortal players, and get an easy kill, an easy opening for my team? Why would I rely on one taps and also like God knows what enemies are gonna buy as well? Like maybe I don't want to force the long range fight because they have an Outlaw or Marshal, or I don't know what the fuck they have. Like this is the round where as an Omen player you always force the Stinger with a Light Shield and you call for some fireman execute. In these bonus rounds and eco rounds, you don't want to play default. You don't want your teammates with the classic pistols sheriffs to take 50-50 fights. We know that enemy Cypher is B. We know that KO and Jet are playing A. Just let's fireman push A. No reason to complicate the round. That's it. We can just dodge the KO knife. And that's our only job right now. To dodge that stupid knife.
Maybe go mid. Smoke
Actually, this knife, for a Battle Pass knife, is actually really good, man.
here or mid.
This is a suicide. Like, taking mid control in this anti-bonus round with low buy. I mean, you're gambling a lot. Like usually against this team, this type of a team composition, you want to focus on mid and B if your A executes and A splits are not working at all. It's a very weak team composition. Like they literally have nothing to consistently defend the bomb sites. No recon abilities, nothing to spam the smokes, one Molotov only. KO knife can delay us a bit, but for only a few seconds, if we even get hit by it. That's it. Cypher is playing B. He's probably gonna be. I mean, when you see that for the first two rounds, Cypher play B. He's probably gonna play there like 80% of rounds on the defender side. It is totally free to take A site right now. Like, this is what you need to. This is the knowledge that you need to learn if you want to have easier time with your mid-round decision making. And once again, we're making a mistake at the start of the round. Like right now, your mid-round decision making is going to be much harder because we are kind of defaulting a bit, trying to take a mid against the enemies that are full buy. Good luck adapting with a sheriff.
One pizza. Mejor. Cambias el humo con...
Listen, if you don't need to be the guy that is taking the A main area of the map alone, what am I even talking about? 90% of times, 99% of times, if your teammates are carrying the spike through mid on Ascent, you should play with your teammates on mid. Done. Tell your Reyna to go main. Tell your Sova to go main. Tell your Jet to go main. Tell your Killjoy to go main. It doesn't matter. Like, if you lose the spike on mid, the round is over, practically. Also, your teammates have much higher chances of dying in mid rather than in the main area of the map. Main area of the map, they can scout, they can jump spot, they can clear. It's pretty simple on Ascent. You know, it's not like in A main or B main enemies can play like 20 million different angles and do 20 million different peaks. It's just a frontal corridor. But in mid, I don't know. Also, this mid smoke, I kind of didn't explain it well in my playbook, but you always want to, if you're doing short split, or you want to go short, always do it like this. Like, you don't want enemies to have this angle and to fuck up your teammates right here. Like, do it a bit more shallow towards yourself. It's fine if this smoke is sticking a bit. Yeah, that's also huge like weakness of the enemy team. They don't have the Omen. They have fucking Clove. You know? Defending Ascent with Omen is far easier than with the Clove. Plus, they're not using a one-way smoke for aim-in. This round is literally a clean aim-in push. This angle clearing, relax, brother, a bit. Like, if you're going here by walking, you cannot do this. What if the enemy jet or someone was here? Or there? One angle at a time. Take your time. Like, it's better for you to lose at timing a bit, to play with your teammates at this skill level, rather than repeating these bad habits over and over again. And then even when you don't need to speed up, you still make the same fucking mistake. If you're pushing through aiming alone, a bit later when the round already started, first of all, you should expect enemies that maybe they took some kind of an off angle like this. And they're waiting for you. A lot of the players love to do that. Like, you should already here potentially expect an enemy and have a proper crosshair placement to delete him on this wall. Then, jiggle in and out this position, get here, in and out, in and out, in and out. Like, you don't need to commit too much. You see an enemy, then you decide what to do. Do I want to fight? Can I outplay that guy with a T-piece or paranoia, fake T-piece, whatever? Do I need to fight him, etc, etc? But picking this angle like this, you just give the time for this guy to be ready for you, mentally, physically, and to delete you. You really want to play, like, in these rounds, you really want to play mid with your allies. Especially if it is an eco round, hull by round. It's okay, you don't need to have anyone in A main. Anyways, most of the times your teammates are gonna die on mid. They're gonna die A short. It literally doesn't matter what you do here. Like 90% of times if you play this third bonus round in the way that you do, you're gonna lose it.
Main round.
Cayo estaba en 3. Cayo 3.
Tengo torreta que está mirando ahí,
Vale, vale. Tengo reveal en 2, pero el 1 no.
Your positioning, pathing, and angle clearing can be a lot better. Like, you're such an easy target for the enemies to kill and, you know, like, pull yourself a bit more away from the walls, you know? Expect enemies to be on these off angles and common angles. Like, for example, when you did this, you didn't anticipate that one enemy can be there. You know, if I have no fucking idea where are the enemies on the A site, maybe one enemy shifted from garden and now he took this angle. People like to play it. Like, if they like to play it, check this first. In and out, in and out. Do a bit wider swings. In and out, in and out, in and out. Like, don't do this. You know, you're doing way too micro movements. Like this, I don't know. Like, the problem is, like, when you do this, And enemies are gonna be ready for you, they can see you on some of these positions before you see them. It's gonna be fucked up. And it's really bad that you're not aware of some, you know... Like, this is a really bad sign. That here, for an example, you're not aware of a potential that maybe one guy right now is repositioning from the short towards A site, and he can be on this spot looking towards you.
Está mirando ahí,
Especially because we saw literally nobody holding this A main area of the map.
Tengo reveal en 2, pero el humo no.
Ooh, we can crouch there? Okay. You will never have fun in these Halby rounds and Eco rounds if you play them in this way. Never. You either play with your teammates early on, or you call for a 5-man push somewhere. Test the enemies. See how they're gonna respond.
Yo estoy quedado.
Wait for knife.
La tira del lado.
Wait, what is going on in this round?
On B.
Mejor que vayamos en equipo, aunque no sea mi rollo. Venga, ¿cuál es el plan?
Can we wait for knife on B and then we go B? He will knife like here. And so the Cypher trip on this side is a high. It's,
Okay,
it's like very high.
What the fuck? First of all, how do you know that Cypher is gonna play A site in this round? I am 90% convinced Cypher is gonna play B site in this round again. Like, just he positioned one time there because you never went B for 2 rounds in a row. Like, I'm 90% convinced that in this round, in this first full buy round for us, Cypher is gonna play B site. Second thing, why do you give this information to your Sova if we are not going A? What the fuck is Sova doing right? Yeah, he played 3 rounds today. Yeah, so sorry, my bad. But why are you giving this info to Sova in this round? If you're already going B, why are you distracting this guy? Like now the guy is gonna go A. We don't have recon abilities for the B push. What are we doing?
No le deis vueltas. De eso me encargo yo.
Yo estoy quedado.
Wait for knife.
To be honest, like, you know, what I would do in this round, because my Sova is on A, and he's gonna use the utility on the A side, I would act towards this round like a fake. You know? Like, if I already have an initiator, using all of his utility here, to destroy the trips and do the recon dart, I would definitely use this smoke as well. To sell some kind of a fake. Maybe it's gonna work, maybe not, it doesn't fucking matter. But it's a good gamble. Considering that we don't have a recon agent pushing B set right now.
La tira del
Oh,
lado.
fuck, why?
Cayó.
La tira.
And I don't know why you're playing so far away from your allies. I mean, that KO cannot, you know, if KO drops a knife for B main, like, I mean, depends where he drops him, but, you know, he drops knife here, okay, you can dodge it here, you can play behind that spot. If he uses a knife here, you can still dodge it behind this box. You don't want to lose the timing to play with your allies. Like, if you're dodging a KO knife, just, I don't know, start here, and from this position, let's move forward.
Cuidado.
No, that is...
Cuidado, que. Tío.
Che, que no me ha pillado.
Torreta desplegada.
Leo.
Iba a decir.
Flash, espérate. Yo.
Sí,
Iba a decir.
Flash, espérate. Yo.
This is also bad. Like, try to path a bit better with your most aggressive teammates. Like, you should always ask yourself, am I able to refrag my most aggressive ally on a position which I'm playing at that moment of time? On all of the angles that guy is clearing. Like, for example, here, if I'm going through the B main area of the map, I mean, if you're going through the B main area of the map, and your jet is pathing like this, you need to path in the same way. Yes, you can hyper-focus on enemies here, but you need to be ready to refrag her in this fight if she takes it. Like, you cannot path like this if you have an ally that is already far away from you there and taking this type of fight. And that's already a bit, you know, it's not really baiting, it's just that this guy is like gonna take a fight that you cannot take immediately with him. He might die, but maybe you could have taken that fight together with him and making him live a happy life, you know? So if you have a guy pathing like this, path with him like that. It's okay. And also, you need to be more aware, like, where the enemies can play when you're clearing these angles on the bomb sites. Like, you cannot walk peek this position, this position, this position. Like, already here, you need to jiggle in and out the logs. Enemies can be here, enemies can be there. In and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Like, we cannot walk peek these angles. It's just a suicide.
Y calmate.
And don't commit to the peaks. Go in and out. Like, if you commit to the peak, and you're not mentally, physically, and with your crosshair placement ready for a fight, God help you. Like, go in, bop. One angle at a time. 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 It's okay. Take your time. If your teammates are already not rushing in, and they're not taking space fast.
Queda uno claro.
Like, enemies can be here, up there, up here, down here. You were not ready for any of those fights.
Han tirado flash. Ya,
Va flash.
Jet stairs maybe sight.
Bueno, ahí
Jet side, definitely.
Cypher cayó en late.
está aquí abajo. Cola, onda. Dale mi por.
Listen, I will still check the backside here. I don't know. Like, I always preach, like, it's better to be safe rather than sorry. I will still check the backside here. Just to be 100% certain that no one is there.
Bueno, el Jet tiene falta en mi cuerpo.
Sí, lo he pillado. A ver. Me ha pasado uno.
Cayó CT, Cypher.
Pues mira, juegan al contacto del sol.
Good repositioning. Considering that you have Sova in the B main, you want to play a bit more aggressive. Like, whenever you have one ally on the B side that is here, or somewhere here, like, yeah, you should be playing from the speedway, this off angle, getting their early information and trying to bait for those teammates, or try to play with them. You never want to play passively. Very good, solid post-plan positioning.
No pique ni.
Queda un enemigo.
Estaba afuera, en market, arriba.
Now your job is done. There was no way refragging that guy. We don't want to lose this weapon. Why? Because our economy is shit. You know, if you lose this weapon, then we need to force in the next round, and then if you lose that next round, like, we won't have money for the round after that. It's okay. Sova died there. What we can do right now is, because our teammates are peeking from the stairs, paranoid the Cypher, push him back, and play on the contact of your allies. You don't need to commit to this fight at all.
Venga, on time.
70.
You should have used the paranoia here. Like, I mean, if you already didn't use paranoia for the B execute. Finish this round without any, any casualties. Like, we lost... Like, after the Sova died, your team lost, like... how much is that? We lost 4,900 credits in this round. For no reason. While you could have traded that 4,900 credits for a paranoia. But still a good round. Like, I mean, the Cypher wasted his ultimate. Like, the callout was actually good to go B. My bad. Just, I don't understand that early callout to your Sova to destroy the trip on A site. I mean, if you're not selling a fake, that callout is just gonna send your only initiator on A, and we won't have the initiator to push the B site. I don't see what the fuck are we doing. Oh, just a moment. Someone is at my doors. Okay.
Falta una para usted.
Torreta desplegada.
Drone de primera.
Dron desplegado. Le tiró hasta el que yo aquí.
You cannot lose this much of a pacing with your most aggressive teammates. Like, I know that you wanna dodge the KO knife, but always prioritize refrag potential over anything else. Anyways, if the jet gets hit by the knife, you will have to slow down your execute and reset it. It doesn't matter. But what truly matters here is, like, while your Sova is using a drone, if the enemy jet decides to peek on some kind of a timing and potentially destroy your jet while she is taking a space, you're not there to help her out. Like, it's totally fine, like, in this type of rounds, when your teammates don't want to wait a bit, they don't want to wait for the enemy's utility, like, speed up a bit. Even if you get hit by that utility from the enemy team, it's fine. It's totally, absolutely fine. Like, but not being there to support this idiot, that's gonna cost you a lot.
Flashear ayer, avísame.
Bloqueando visión. Activa lista. Bloqueo visión.
Also, I mean, like, we saw that KO played B set in that last round. God knows if he was gonna use the knife here or not. But what you know for a fact is, like, if you let this jet go too much in front of you, you will lose the timing to refrag her and play together with her. Like, generally speaking, like, in your gameplay, like, you really suffer a lot when it comes to timings to support your teammates and play with them. Like, you just need to focus, if they're running, you run with them. If they're going left, go left as well. If they're going right, go right as well. Be able to refrag them on every fight that they take. Mimic their movement. Fuck it. In this hero, like, refrag game is everything, because only God knows who you play with and against. And here you should have went in. Like, you should have went in. Okay, your jet is in. The jet cleared the right angle for you. I know we have a Killjoy's ultimate, but also I have a Jet that is balls deep into the enemy team. Plus, this Killjoy's ultimate doesn't catch enemies here at all. Like, enemies can still play under here. They can play up here. So, if I already have a smoke setup for this and for this, my Jet is in. Okay, let's paranoid the enemies in this smoke and short. And just teleport in this corner. Take this space. Hold this for your Jet. And now at least you can support her somewhat. And play some kind of a refrag game with a Jet. Plus, you're not only taking the space to play with the Jet, but also to support the rest of your team that needs to go through potential Cypher tripwires, some Cypher setup, Molotovs, I don't know what's gonna be on this site now.
No me toco nada.
Vale, tío. Creo que había otro... No lo...
Now listen, like usually when you end up on the Ascent post plant, if enemies don't have any real recon agents, just get up here. And from this position, you know, like, we can kill the enemies on tower, we can focus on enemies in short. Just get on this spot. You know, you have a free off angle to get one fight, drop down, reset yourself for a second fight, that's it. Like, basically what you should have done in this round is, as soon as you destroy this camera, TP on top, pay attention on the minimap, and just take the fights together with your allies. And that's it. Also, I mean, you still have a paranoia. If your teammates are fighting enemies on top of the rafters, paranoid the enemies, then use a smoke to block them off, and then we can fight more efficiently. What's the idea in this round?
Play it.
Sure, let's go.
I don't know, man, like, if you're already winning a match, and you're playing an equal round, and you see that your executes, 5-man executes, are actually working, you don't need to mix it up at all. Like, what are you doing right now? Just play with your teammates. Pick up that Bucky, get a light shield, pick up the Stinger, get a light shield, and now, if your teammates want to do a 5-man push on B, lead them in, you know? Use some aggressive Omen smoke setup. Like, okay, my teammates want to go B in this round. Fuck the Sheriff. Like, let's pick up a Bucky or a Stinger with a light shield. Let's use a smoke for the CT. Use a smoke for the market here. Paranoia for the stairs for my teammates. TP on. Don't TP above. TP under. And now, let's take the space for our allies. Like, in an eco round, I don't know, you're gambling a lot here. Gambling a lot. Like, enemies never pushed the A site. They always rotated, mainly through the spawn. Only God knows if you will get anything in the mid area of the map. Yes, you have ultimate. You can pick up the spike and reposition towards your allies. But this is a huge gamble. Huge gamble. That I would not do in this round.
Solo tengo arrow. Only arrow. I arrow.
Like, gamble paid off, but yeah, literally never did this. Like, this is the information that you didn't have at all. This was just a pure 50-50 gamble. A bad play that worked is still a bad play. Like, your teammates in the V-Man could have been destroyed. Literally destroyed. And what, you get 1 kill here. I don't know, it's still early match. It's not, we don't have any concrete evidence or information how enemies love to play. We know that Cypher is playing A site. We know that KO loves to either do the knife on B or do a knife on our contact on A site. We know that the Jet primarily likes to play around A short and A site. Raze is all mixing her position, and Clove is somewhere on mid, like doing the smokes for everything. They don't have a one way for Omen. That's the only info that we have. So doing this blind plays, I mean, yes, in equal rounds doing them it's fine, but just if you're already winning a match, you notice that your 5-man executes are working, you're taking the space. That's the most simple and the best playstyle that you can use in ranked solo queue to win your rounds and matches. If enemies don't have a response to your 5-man executes, they're just fucked. Like, they better have like some insane retakes. And if you struggle during the post plans, that's easy to fix. You know? It's very easy fixing post plans. It's harder fixing executes if they're not working. So Sayonara said he doesn't even warm up. I get he is good, but he's not even warming up. Listen, like, these players don't need any warm-up because they play 24/7. And why would I need a warm-up if yesterday I played 10 hours of Valorant? The next day I played 10 hours of Valorant. The day after that I played 10 hours of Valorant. Like, you don't need a warm-up when you play like 400 hours of Valorant in 2 months. You're already warmed up as soon as you wake up.
Hay uno más ahí. Hostia. 50-50.
Está curado.
These are the problems of ranked solo queue. Like, you know, when you want to go for solo plays, you always want to ask yourself, can I trust my teammates that they're gonna do a good job on the opposite part of the map while I'm going for this solo play? Can I trust them enough that they're gonna stay alive? That they are gonna do what I told them to do? That they're gonna take the space? Etc. Also, second thing you want to ask yourself is, if I get a kill somewhere, what are the chances that enemies are gonna trade that kill on the opposite part of the map? Like, if you're gonna get a kill here in A main, and enemies can just demolish your teammates on mid or B main, this kill is not worth it. Like, in this round right now, it would have been much better if it is still 5v5, and we can still do something together, than, you know, this 3v4 shenanigan. Yeah, maybe the actual best way to improve is just spam rank games, full focus, and not give a fuck about how you feel, and eventually will improve. Maybe thinking too much about how you feel is making me play worse. Fuck the feelings, like.
Can you smoke mid?
Solo queda un jugador. Spike soltada en mid.
In these equal rounds, half by rounds, in the earlier stages of the game, like first 5 to 6 rounds, play primarily with your teammates. I try to organize some 5-man executes, something together with them. Like, in this elo, you cannot risk it this much and trust them that they're gonna do something good. Yeah, this round is scary. They have a KO ultimate, Raze ultimate, Clove ultimate.
Sure.
Last time KO pushed.
Wait, guy knife.
KO ult and go A. maybe you can bait KO ult and go A. Can you hold?
Okay.
Wait, guy knife.
Solid idea. He wants to bait the Chaos ultimate on B and go A. Okay, fine. Just, I mean, I don't know why we need like 4 teammates for that. 2 teammates can do that easily, but whatever. Brother, if you use this paranoia before you peek this angle, make sure you have a gun in your hands. I mean, using this paranoia is not worth it at all. It's just a waste. If you're already here, you don't know if enemies are here, ma fuck it. Take the knife out and jump spot the enemies 1 time, 2nd time, and now with the gun out, take a fight and clear this area of the map. Like, the only paranoia that is worth doing, blindly, in the B main area of the map, is this one here. And only if you have the info about the enemies, using this paranoia or this one, to just engage them and take a free kill, is fine. But blindly using this paranoia, when you can just jump spot the enemies, you literally wasted, like, paranoia for nothing.
Cypher is here. Can you arrow? And you can start to rotate Sova with Reyna.
I have drone, wait. Let me.
You are really, really exposing yourself too much. Like to the fights when you don't need to. In these choke points. And why do you need to be here? You know, there's a Sova drone in this, going through this beam and area of the map. Hide here. Wait for the drone to scout the enemies. And then take a fight if enemies are peeking. Like, you don't want to hold this while the drone is doing this. Why? Because enemy jet, race, whoever, might be peeking you with a full-on fucking peeker's advantage and deleting you on the drone's timing. And maybe, you know, they're waiting for the drone to be here and then they're gonna do this. Or they're gonna do this with a dash ability or whatever. If you already have a recon ability going in front of you, hide, look at the minimap. Sova John saw the jet peeking there. Now, peek out, go for some Ferrari swing, I don't know, like, and delete that idiot there. You don't need to be holding this, waiting for enemies to swing you from there and there. And yeah, like, I mean, my guy picked up the orb with the ultimate. Available.
Pero ¿qué hacemos?
Let's
Momento,
rotate.
rodamos.
Rotate, please.
No medio.
They know because
Yes, okay.
Go fast, go fast.
Close izquierda.
If your callout was already, let's rotate A. Start going A. You're losing a lot of the timings to support your teammates, like, you know. Always make that your #1 priority. Like, if you already give them the callout, let's rotate A. And you're going through mid with this smoke, and run towards the stairs. And run towards that short. You know what? The only thing you can do right now is pray to the God. Pray to the God that enemies are gonna make a lot of mistakes. That your teammates are gonna take a lot of kills. Is that your smoke? No, that's your jet smoke. What is this spacing? I don't understand this round, to be honest. Like, you don't have the info how many enemies rotated. We don't know what the fuck your teammates are gonna fight. in garden and A short area of the map, and on the A side. We don't know if enemies took A main space as well. Maybe enemy Raze is there with the ultimate. And you're allowing your teammates to run through the short and garden alone. Plus we don't have a smoke for the garden. Because we don't have it, I mean, it's okay, fine, whatever. That smoke is terrible. Like, your teammates are already on the bomb site. And you know, if your teammates are already on the A site, or you're splitting A site through A short and A main, you should always do this this smoke here. Always. Like, you should not be, you know, shallow.
Ahora me toca a
Yeah.
mí divertirme. Solo queda me toca a
Yeah.
mí divertirme.
That was pretty terrible. We'll talk about that later.
Centinela en posición. Centinela en posición.
Once again, I don't know why you're losing these early timings to play with your teammates. Like, why are you starting here? You have a Sova on top mid. You have two teammates peeking in the bottom mid. Our idea is to take the mid control. What you should do as Omen, you have two options. You can start tiles and just bait the shit out of your teammates. Let them peek first, but be ready to refrag them. Option number 2 is, as soon as you do the short smoke, teleport, and from this position try to support your teammates at the bottom mid. And that's it. That's something you should always do. If you already don't want to lurk through A main, B main, or do some kind of a split. Here you're walking while your teammates are peeking the tiles and taking the mid control. Why? That Valorant itch is back. Flat, thank you for the prime user, man. You don't want to play the game. You don't want to play. Outlaw, thank you for the prime as well, man. Thank you for scamming Jeff Bezos, bro. This smoke that Clove gave you is really good for you. Basically, Clove smokes are naturally a bit smaller than from the other agents. And when Clove does a smoke here, basically it looks something like that. Like it's not really like that, but it always has this gap. And you can, you know, it's the same setup that we use to outplay the enemies, you know, on mid with Omen. Like, if you see that type of a smoke, you can TP here and search for the picks if there's nothing better for you to do. LMAO, I've been on the CS2 grind for a few months since I last played. I don't know, man. CS2 mechanics on top.
Uno en corta, ha puesto a corta. Sí. Uno en corta mirando.
Sometimes I think it's better to play slow and try to get something out of the round than to die with the teammates. Why would you die with your teammates? Refrag your teammates. I mean, if you already know that your teammates are gonna die doing something, it is better for you to try refragging them and using their life somehow rather than letting them die for nothing. Like, that's what I said at the start of this VOD review. Like in Ascendant and Low Immortal. You're always trying to somehow compensate the mistake of your allies. To support them with some utility. To play with them. To refrag them. Like, if you already think they're gonna make some kind of a mistake and die somewhere, amazing! You know? Half of your job is kinda done. Now you just need to play with them and figure out the solution.
Hemos quedado medio, buddy.
Yep.
Cuidado, cuidado.
Listen, when you're in this mid area of the map and you're lacking B-main control, really try to stay away from playing in this crossfire. Especially in that first round, like enemy Cypher push B. Like, you never want to stand somewhere. Here, like where the enemies from B-main, B push can see you. Like, take a bit more space, you know. Play around this box. Hide behind this box, I don't know. Take some cover. Like, or take just, you know, after that jet kill, just take more space. So you have more positions to play. In Valorant, when you're taking space with your team or alone, one of the main things that you want to avoid is being overexposed. Like, you never want to spend too much time in the crossfire areas of the map or areas of the map where enemies can kill you from 20 different angles.
Cuidado el push de aquí,
Okay, this is one of the most simple mid-round calls and mid-round game decisions that you can have on any fucking map in Valorant. And the most effective one as well, on the attacker's side. So, listen here. Like, it doesn't matter which map you play. It doesn't matter which agents you have. It doesn't matter where are the enemies. It doesn't matter what type of team composition you have. It doesn't matter what type of economy you have. Whenever you exchange some numbers with the enemy team, and most of your teammates and most of your team is in the middle of the map, reset the round if you have time to do that. That will give, like, resetting the round will give you 10 times higher chances of winning that motherfucking round, rather than doing some kind of a split or pushing into an off-road, some short area of the map, some market area of the map, or some kind of a shit like that. Like, if you already, you know, one of your team has dice, tiles, one of the team has dice mid, you kill 2 enemies on mid as well, and now you end up 3 versus 3. Call for a full-on reset. Either regroup your whole team B main, or regroup your whole team A main. We re-clear these main areas of the map so that enemies cannot pinch us or backstab us in any way. And now we do a basic 3-man execute onto that specific bomb site. Enemies have only 3 players on the defender's side. There is no fucking way that 3 players are gonna play B and that 3 players are gonna play A. In the worst case scenario, you're fighting 3v2, which is a pretty decent fight to take in Valorant, if you consider the utility and all of the other stuff. But the worst thing you can do in this type of a round is going through market, going through short, or doing some kind of a 1-2, 2-1 split. Then anything can happen. Like, then you're gambling a lot. And this type of a rule you apply whenever you exchange some numbers with the enemy team, when you're defaulting, or when you're primarily going through a mid area of a specific map, like mid of Sunset, Split, Ascent, whatever. Like, if you already exchanged some numbers with the enemy team, like, just you know, remember that as the numbers are getting lower for the enemies on the defender side, they're losing the players to cover the whole map. Like, they need to make more gambles. Maybe they're gonna push behind you as well. Maybe they're gonna try to take more space. So, resetting the rounds is mega efficient and mega effective in those type of scenarios. This is suicide. This is literally suicide. Like, we need to go through so many crossfire areas of the map. Enemies could have taken the B-main as well. Enemies can be pushing through short and killing the Killjoy right now. Enemies can be in the tiles right now killing the Killjoy. Right now the callout was and is, let's regroup A, or let's regroup B, and let's push B set and A set like the round has just started.
Nice, bro.
Even right now, you still have 30 seconds. Plenty of time to reset the round.
Mierda.
Quedan 30 segundos.
Mega dangerous. Mega dangerous.
I'm very low. Play safe, please.
Pero me limpio otra vez, bro. ¡Qué locura! CT marker. CT marker.
Sombras en camino.
Solo queda un jugador. Queda un enemigo.
Okay. Casting in is gonna be today still. Probably. Yeah. Depends how tired I feel after this VOD review. Listen. First of all, very good that you clear the whole site. The teleport towards the speedway was also fine. Using paranoia here was fine because we didn't know where is the enemy cipher. Clearing the backset, very good.
I'm very low. Play safe, please.
Just one small tip. Like, usually, I know, even if you have low HP, if you're playing a 2v2 setup on the B side, post-one setup on B side, and your teammate is playing here, like, you never want to play all the way at the backside. You need to play a bit more forward, so that you're able to refrag that teammate and take any fight that he takes. If you already have a smoke for the stairs, we can just do this. It's fine. Totally fine. Like, Killjoy can hold this, you hold this, and we just can play a proper refrag game, no matter what type of utility they use. Also, when you ended up like 1v1 here,
Solo queda un jugador. Queda un enemigo.
you have no idea where is the cipher. Absolutely no idea. Why do you need to peek speedway or anything? Jump spot. You know, jump spot left side, jump spot right side. Get the info. Like, you have 5 HP, you cannot take a clean fight with that cipher. Pull out the shorty, maybe try to kill him as he is closing the gap with you. Maybe try to use the fake ultimate and cancel it and try to kill him like that. I don't know. But taking a clean fight with 5 HP, like, you're not gonna win that. I mean, maybe, I don't know, like, depends how bad is the cipher.
Me acabo de darme. No te...
One thing that I can see in your gameplay is that there's a lot of gambling. Like, you're gambling a lot. You know? And it's not smart gambling, it's just complete 50-50 gambling. Like, you need to rely on these strategies that are just a bit safer. Like, trying to play more with your teammates, resetting the rounds a bit more and stuff like that. Like, almost a lot of these rounds were just a complete 50-50 gamble.
Me acabo de darme. No te...
Like here for an example. What is the point of that smoke on mid? 4 of your teammates are going towards the B main. What are we smoking on mid? You don't know if your teammates are just gonna send it B. You're gonna have one smoke less for a fast B execute, potential B execute. What is this smoke on mid? You only smoke mid if you're faking the mid push with other teammates, when you're doing some kind of a split, or if you're doing the mid take. And if you're taking the mid, you're only using the smokes on mid if you have 2 or more teammates going there. You have 4 teammates looking towards the B main.
Que viene, que viene, que viene.
Sí, sí, lo ha tirado, sí.
Tengo el spike. Spike soltada.
Voy a dronear.
Spike soltada.
Uno marque.
Where are you going, bro? Like, fuck this Reyna. If you have 3 teammates going through B main, your duelist is there. Dive duelist. Initiator is there. Using utility. Support them. Fuck it. Be ready to paranoid for them. Like, there's a much... Like, they're your most valuable teammates right now. Like, what your Reyna does on mid, it doesn't fucking matter. Literally, if she dies, if she takes a kill, it literally doesn't matter. But if these guys send it, and I don't know if they're gonna send it, the round might be completely over. Already. And we didn't even start it.
Uno marque.
Come here, Omen, come here. Ulti, bro. La tira.
Wait.
Listen, like, if you're already in an overexposed area of the map, don't look at the wall. Like, right now enemies can be top mid, they can be coming through short. Like, once you're ready to use the smokes, then look in the direction. Oh.
Flashing and go.
I don't know, right now, you should just use the ultimate towards the boathouse. This is a really good killjoy ultimate. It's gonna cover the whole site. It's just not worth it what you're doing right now. Enemies can be spamming your teammates with the CT smoke, and your teammates can just die like a potatoes. Enemies can try to go for a fast retake. Keo can pop flash through the smoke and just try to stop the execute. I don't, like, you're gambling too much playing alone, like, way too much.
Van a disparar uno CT,
Yo quiero ser ya.
I need to start playing this game in Spanish.
No tenéis nada que hacer.
You see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, you took 2 kills, but somehow you instantly got traded for 2 kills. Like, that's the problem of rank solo queue. Like, it's always better to gamble on the safe place where you know, you can just play frontline with your allies. Like, it's better if you got a kill, 1 kill, and made your teammates survive, rather than getting 2 kills and gambling if 3 or 4 of your teammates are gonna die. Like, this type of plays, for an example, that you did right now, you just want to do when you notice that 5-man executes are completely impossible. Like, if you're not able to enter the site, not able to plant the spike at all, fuck it. Then team play doesn't exist. You're trying to find solo openings, solo kills, solo advantage, and solo timings. Then, you know, team play is just pointless. But in this match, I don't know, I just felt that our 5-man executes were pretty solid. Like, I mean, you were taking the bombs for free, practically. It's just a postman could have been much better.
Queda un enemigo.
Ah, there's Jet ultimate.
¡Apartad!
I don't know what you're doing at the start of every round. Like, just a moment. So, there is no plan. I have no idea where can I fuck up the enemies alone. My spike is going B-main with a Sova. I'm going B-main with a Sova. If I already have no fucking idea what's gonna happen in this round, I might as well just play with my spike carrier. Why is everyone AFK? Like, what the fuck is going on? Also, I mean, you have two options here. You either fight mid with your Reyna, or you can take the B-main area of the map with the Sova, apply some pressure, wait for the rest of your team to awaken, and then, like, we do some execute. Ooh.
¡Apartad!
No, medio.
¿Me pillamos?
Vamos a intentarlo. Vamos a yo miro.
Cypher B, Cypher B. Era tiro de drone por aquí. En medio.
Just, I'm just gonna repeat myself one last time. When your teammates are in the mid area of the map, of any fucking map, you really want to play with them. Like, that is the area of the map where they can make the most amount of mistakes. In terms of angle clearing, in terms of the fights they take, in terms of what enemies do to them. Especially if the spike is going through mid. Fuck it. Just absolutely fuck it. And play with them. Like, what you're doing right now, send one of your teammates to do that. Tell your Killjoy, go through the B-main, lurk there, like, apply some pressure, that's it. But you going through the B-main, while your teammates are going through mid, that is always a 50-50 gamble that you cannot afford to make in ranked solo queue. But there's just so many mistakes on Ascent that your teammates can make when they're taking this space that, I mean, it's not worth it giving them that opportunity.
Me ha roto el cuchillo, se me ha roto el este. Quiero una daga.
That was a bit crazy, but I love it. Because, Cypher was usually... I mean, we saw that one guy, two guys are mid. Cypher is playing passively B-main. We know that the Jet and KO are primarily A players. Okay. Based on the info and based on the minimap, okay, play. Why not?
Me ha roto el cuchillo, se me ha roto el este. Quiero una daga.
Ah,
No, tira la
ven.
fuerza.
Conmigo.
He saw him in the minimap city. I know. I'm just saying that the teleport was not a gamble at all, because we know that KO and Jet are primarily like A and A short players. We saw the enemy Clove as well on the minimap, and Cypher as well, so we kind of know that, B is clear.
Blind, Omen.
Yeah, I have blind.
No, 12 CT.
City.
Has limpiado.
A market.
O sea, marca.
You want to play with that guy. I know it's not really the best fight ever. I know it's not really the best idea ever. But you want to play with that guy. Like, you always want to play as aggressive as your most aggressive teammates. You don't need to die with them. You don't need to commit to the fights completely. But right now, when your Jet is in this position, you should be at least inside of your smoke. Right here. You can simply... She's holding this for you. Simply get ready to fight together with her. Jet takes a fight. We can try to get a small fight, get a kill, get the fuck out.
Has limpiado.
A market.
O sea, marca.
Pon tu contacto.
And right now, you definitely want to play aggro. Like I told you already in the B post plant, like, even if you have only one teammate in the B main or in this frontal area of the bomb site, you need to play with them. Like right now, you can play Speedway with Sova and create some crossfire with Sova and Killjoy.
Figuero.
Enemigo a la vista en B.
Dale, en lane, Yo tengo.
Solo queda un
Pero como
jugador.
pollo hemos visto.
You gave enemies too much space. And we sold the Killjoy for nothing. I don't care about this shot that you missed. It doesn't fucking matter. Like if you have teammates like that are in a post plant, that are here, that are here, that are here, play a bit more aggro. Play a bit more aggressive. Let's take this angle. You know? Hide here. Be ready for a refrag. Be ready to surprise the enemies. You can also paranoid them and push them back. Take a kill easily. If you already want to play passively on the bomb site, always take some kind of an off angle around these boxes. Always. If you already have a TP, get up here. Play this off angle. Try to kill enemies there. Try to kill enemies here. Try to surprise enemies here. People are never pre-aiming that high. They always need to do some kind of a flick. You're ready for a fight. That's it. If you never want to play the post plant here. If you have an option to play on top of these boxes. But you should have just played... I don't know why we gave so much space to the enemy team. If you already have a Killjoy in the B main. And our Sova was also playing Speedway.
El humo aquí.
No, we lost this round.
A ver, el cuchillo.
I seriously don't know what you're doing in these preparation phases, man. Like, this is something I simply do not understand. Your teammates are starting towards B site. You don't have a call out at all. Why the fuck are we still in the spawn? We should be ready to either take that B main control with our allies or to support our Reyna that might go for some picks in mid. Smoking in the short and fighting bottom mid, whatever. How are you here? And your Jet and Sova are there.
A ver, el cuchillo.
Centinela en posición.
No, tiro. Pero espera, tiro de nuevo.
And once again, in this situation, I would just play with my Jet and Sova. They're carrying the spike. That is my dive duelist. Pushing through the B main. It is better for me to support him rather than this Reyna. Anyways, enemies on mid are not fighting that much. They just fought in a few rounds. I don't know.
En market hay uno.
Doble cerca aquí.
Right now, once again, you're using ultimate at the backside and praying to God that you can commit to that ultimate. I have no idea why are you losing the timing and spacing early on? Painting the wall in the spawn at the start of the round. Like, your ranked team play is 0. But literally 0. In like 10 out of these 11 rounds, 7 or 8 rounds you did something solo. Alone. Something that is not connected to your allies at all. Either at the start, middle, or end of the round. And in 8 of these rounds, like, it was a complete 50-50 gamble what you're doing. This is what I'm saying. Like, what you did right now is just not fucking worth it. You lost that teammate. You have 70 HP. 2 of your teammates have like 50 health points. Not worth it. Your Jett is stuck in a fucking giraffe. She can get pop flashed at any moment of time. You're miles away from your team to support them and help them in any way. Now, you open up a Bible and you'd pray to every fucking god that exists in this universe that they're gonna stay alive before you get into the B-main. To be honest, like, right now, I would actually use a paranoia for market. Like, you know, we kill this Raze, my Jett is stuck there, at any moment of time she can get, like, swarmed. I would actually use, right now, as I'm rotating, a paranoia here, like this. Just to buy myself some fucking time before I rotate into the beam and fast.
Solo queda un jugador.
Fucking bad.
I'm taking the notes of your gunfights. Like, I'll just give you some mechanical training, like, you know, it really doesn't matter. Like, your mechanics don't matter at all if this is how you play Valorant, you know? Like, it doesn't matter if you hit that shot or not. Anyways, like, you're gonna be in a 1v2 numbers disadvantage. Like, this always 13 HP or 70 HP or 2 versus 3, 2 versus 4. Like, every round you're in some kind of a disadvantage left and right. You let your teammates do whatever the fuck they want. You're never there to support them and actually play with them. You do way too many solo plays for literally zero reason. Like, I swear to God, in this match, if you did 5-man executes every round on A and B side, you would win more rounds than what you won right now. Enemies' holds of the bomb sites were terrible. Like, literally terrible. Cypher setup, easy to destroy. Like, enemies' team composition, shit. They don't have they don't have a paranoia. They don't have Omen. They don't have any nanoswarms, anything like Cypher is holding B-side from that fucking spawn. I don't know. Like, you lurk and flank way too much. And play alone way too much. When you have Omen, and when you have ultimate, sure, you can do that. You know, you can do some solo plays and still give your teammates utility and try to get some kills, but we never actually tried a single 5-man execute on B side. But a proper 5-man execute. With a paranoia, with a recon darts, with a TP in, smokes, I don't know. And the problem is, like, when you do this type of plays, you're really trusting your teammates a lot. But a lot. Now, when it comes to this fight, like, listen. Whenever you can take, like, if you're not playing some kind of a really good off angle, you never want to wait for the enemies to peek you. Like, you always want to abuse your own peeker's advantage to fight the enemies. Like, for example, if I heard the enemy Jett going through the market, I'm gonna let her peek the market, and then I'm gonna go for the jiggle peek from this wall to delete her with my own peeker's advantage and take a kill. Like, in Valorant, you consistently need to counter that stupid peeker's advantage because the desync in this game is fucking abnormal. Like, fucking abnormal. Like, literally, only God knows where your shots are gonna end up. And, you know, it's just not worth it. Plus, you have a paranoia. You have a smoke. You have 2 shrouded steps. You don't need to take a clean fight to which you need to commit. Like, your utility usage and outplay potential as an Omen player is also 0. Like, in a lot of rounds, you don't use any of your smokes. In a lot of rounds, like, you don't use paranoia at all. You know, here, for an example, what we can do is, like, hide behind this cover. Enemy jet swings out. You go for a jiggle peek. Delete that guy. Let's go towards the speedway. Hide on this off angle. Let's use a smoke for this. Tell Sova to hold the smoke. You play here. Enemies start pushing the speedway. Paranoid them. Kill them with a shorty or with a gun, whatever. Teleport on top of this box. Create some crossfire with the Sova. That's it.
Solo queda un jugador.
Also, like, you know, in this specific match, like, you're really, in terms of mechanical skill and in terms of just, I don't know, just what's been happening in the game, it seems like you're the best player in your team. Like, when you're the best player in your team, and when your teammates are absolute fucking dog shit, you really want to use them to refrag them, bait them a bit more, and take the frags, you know? Trade those kills. Like, you really don't want to play alone in those games. Because, once again, right now, while you're doing something in the mid-area of the map, your teammates in Omen might die like a potatoes. Holy shit! Omen sounds like that in Spanish. He sounds like that fucking grandma from Goku, bro. Like, I don't know what's her name. Would it be a good play to ult into main from the mid lurk? Yeah. It would have been an okay play. Yo, Miguel Jackson. Welcome to stream, bro. You had some video for a fight. I lose every fight. I have, like, a lot of videos on my main YouTube channel when it comes to fighting and stuff like that. Like, just take a look. You know? There's a special playlist for all of the guides and tips that I made, like... You can look at that playlist. Player rank, Ascendant 1. What thing is better, Omen or Brimstone for bind? A ranked answer and VCT answer. For ranked Omen, for VCT Brimstone. Kanuko, well streamed, man. Or girl. Go, go, go! Whoa, whoa, no! No, chill here. Listen, man, like, you never want to spend so much time inside of the choke point. I don't know what is on the opposite part of the map. But if you have 3 or 4 teammates sitting inside of the smoke like this, you're sending it. You need to send it. Like, it is mega dangerous. The position in which your teammates are right now. They can just get spammed, sprayed down, Molotov destroyed there. Like, you need to lead this charge and this execute. Like, whenever you have teammates like that are literally sitting inside of the choke point that looks like this, that looks like this, like this. They're sitting, I don't know, Haven, here, here. You are sending it. Like, the more time you spend inside of this smoke, the higher the chances your teammates are gonna eat a random bullet in the head. Like, if I already did both smokes for the A site, I'm already here. Done. We're doing this paranoia, and you are leading the charge. You're teleporting in this corner, which is a pretty safe teleport. And you're giving your teammates the confidence to move out and refragging them as they're taking the fights. But the more time now we spend inside of this choke point, the higher are the chances your teammates are just gonna die like potatoes. And as they're dying like a potatoes, yeah, our chances of executing the site are becoming lower.
Ya han roto, ya han roto.
I explained this in the first round. It's okay. It's fine. Like, you lost one teammate on A. If your teammates decide to go mid with them. They can die like a potatoes. You have a turret for the aim and push anyways. Take the mid control. With your ultimate, you can go back to the aim in. If we take the short and garden, we can still do a split. You're letting your teammates play alone way too much.
Solo queda un jugador.
Like, I swear to God, if you just focus on, like, fuck countering enemies, fuck, reading the enemies. If you just focus on a better ranked team play, better pathing, better timing to support your allies, better timing for executes as well, like, these games can be completely different. Because you're letting your teammates do a lot of solo stuff. And you're not there to support them, refrag them, and compensate their mistakes in any way. Also, during a lot of these executes, you need to lead the charge as well. I mean, if you already have a recon dart, drone, smokes, and paranoia ready to go out, go out. Try it. You know? Anyways, our executes were working pretty much every time when we did a 5-man execute. I don't know why all of a sudden... Ooh, is something burning in my house? Well, that's kind of scary. Like, just... listen, fuck all of this shit. I'm gonna share with you 2 private coaching videos. Each of these videos are long, around 90 minutes. In those videos, I explain what is the proper ranked team play, how to apply it, and what you should do in every single match. Especially when you're playing in between Ascendant 1 and Immortal 2. Beside that, when it comes to the raw mechanics, you need to pay more attention on how you clear the angles, how you path through the specific areas of the map, how much you're overexposed from different angles, and if you're the first one running through a main area of the map, jump spot it, don't peek it. Jump spot it, don't use a blind flash if you don't know that the enemies are there. And on the attacker side, like, just try to play more with your team. Like, for an example, another mistake that you were making a lot of the times is your team is not fighting for mid. You are not fighting for mid. And you do this smoke. Huh? And now your teammates are going B. We need to sacrifice smoke for the market. Your teammates are going A. We need to sacrifice smoke for the tower. Or aggressive smoke for something that we want to do. What? Like, what is the purpose of this smoke if you're not going to do anything with it? And no one is there to use it? Who are you going to fake? These idiots that rotate on the first contact? I don't know. Like, you really just... Like, if I was you, I would just focus on, in the next 3-4 weeks on just better team play. You know, when should you use your smokes utility? playing more with your most aggressive allies, closing the gap with them. Fuck the enemies, fuck countering enemies, fuck everything. Just hitting better timings to play with your allies, pathing a bit better with them, and fixing that gap that you have between you and most aggressive teammates. Just learning how to support properly these most aggressive allies that have the highest chances of dying. And that's it. Literally fuck everything else. And when it comes to utility usage, like, your smokes needs to be a lot more precise. You know, they're sometimes way too shallow. They're popping out way too much. As I said, like, timing for utility usage can be much better based on where your teammates are standing and are they ready to go in. Okay, let's see what he does on defense. Defense is going to be a comedy show, probably. Okay, now we are on a defender side of Ascent, bro. Is the camera a bit darker than yesterday? Are we a bit darker? Like, I don't know. We'll figure it out. So, TLDR. Default bomb site, number 1 priority, A site, A short. Number 2 priority, B site. Generally speaking, on this map, you don't give a fuck about defending the bomb sites. It is totally fine if you play retakes 24/7 in the full buy rounds, and that's it. You never want to die alone trying to defend the bomb site alone. Just try to get the kills. Try to play some off angles, abuse some cheesy strategies, and that's it. Your highest priority on this map is always keeping the control of market and A short and A garden. So if enemies are splitting the A set, for an example, close the fucking switch and just fight for short and play the retake on the A set, for an example. In the first round, you always play A. With Omen, you should do some variation of classic shorty strategy. Which variation you want to use really depends on you and depends on the team compositions as well. Like, I mean, if enemies don't have a recon agent, you can do like maybe something that is a bit better in the first round. I'm gonna show you right now what. And yeah, essentially that's it. Like, in a second round, you play A short and A set again, and then from the third round, we are reading the enemies. Now we thought, is he playing Omen? Yeah, he's playing Omen. Like, for a second, I forgot. Like, I'm always doing this VOD reviews from 2 parts. So, classic light shield shorty, one shrouded step, or classic shorty and this utility buy. Now, you have 2 options. Like, if enemies don't have any recon agents, like, you can simply use this strategy with this smoke, where you put the smoke pretty close to the wall, but the enemies cannot cross it without you seeing them. And you just play in this corner and try to fuck up the enemies as they're moving in. Or you can just do a standard, like, cubby position smoke here, cubby position smoke here, you take a kill, take a classic pistol TP, you know, either here, or you can just get the fuck out into the enemy smoke and just reset the round completely. Whatever you want to do is totally fine. Defend the A site in the first round. If your teammates want to fight aggressively for the A main, fuck them. It's okay, bait them. Give them a one-way smoke, obviously. Like, obviously, if you're doing this buy and here, give them the one-way smoke, but don't like, you don't need to fight. You can give them paranoia as well, of course, like. Arma aquí.
Está Cypher para.
Listen, by the way, one thing here. Like, here, I would actually run towards the B site. I would close the switch, walk out of the garden, and slowly start running towards B site. Because when you see that one of your team has died from the enemy sentinel, and that is the only player that you saw killing your allies, that guy's probably lurking. He is probably playing alone anyways. Like, fuck him. Like, right now, the biggest problem for you is if 3 of your teammates on the B side die. You cannot sacrifice that. Like, if you take this kill on Cypher, it means absolutely nothing. If 3 of your teammates on the B side die, you need to go from top mid towards B and play a 1 versus 3, 1 versus 4 retake. So right now, you literally have like only one option. Closing the doors, walking out of A site, and if enemies are pushing B, running through the spawn, and essentially just, you know, trying to support them ASAP. But if you hear the enemies on mid, they're running towards you, then fuck it, you know. With the doors, we can easily bait them to make them think that, you know, we're not in A short. 99% of times, enemies will think that you're closing the doors to fight for the A site. And, you know, we can try to go for some triple shots, put a smoke like this, paranoid the enemies, push them back, like, you have everything. But the worst decision to make in this scenario here, when you have no idea where the enemies are gonna go, and where's the rest of the enemy team, is hunt this sentinel. That's gonna take too much time from you. And if enemies push through A short, and they decide to go A, you will get pinched like a motherfucking fuck. And if you die, even worse. Now enemies are definitely gonna go onto the A site. I mean, here, like, you heard the guy running. The guy is already running towards you. He is completely unaware that you can be here. Why are you engaging him in a 50-50 gunfight? Like, if I already hear a guy that is stomping towards me, I'm gonna wait here. He starts picking up the orb. Ba ba boo ba ba ba. Or if he is going through here, ba ba boo ba ba ba. Like, there are so many different ways how you could have killed that Cypher. Like, why do you position yourself in a way where you need to commit to this fight? Where you're fighting a complete 50-50 with a classic pistol and without the light shield. Like, usually, you know, like, especially when you're playing on a defender's side, like, you should always be aware and play the game in a way where, like, every action has some kind of a reaction. Like, for example, if enemy Cypher kill this guy, you're just pushing through the A main. You delayed and stopped enemy's push on B with your smoke. What do you think is gonna be the reaction of the enemy team? Like, if players in your elo see this motherfucker, they'll think that site is probably clear. They're just gonna speed up and that's it. And the enemies from the B side are probably already rotating through mid towards the A site because of this kill. So, forcing this fight in a way that you did is just nonsense. Like, in a pistol round, you cannot do that. Like, we need to take a safer fight, safer kill. We need to do some kind of an outplay. Like, that's why you have a fucking shorty, classic, paranoia, shrouded step, smoke. Like, there's so many different ways we could have killed this guy. Instead of just doing this. That's crazy. Okay. In a second round of Ascent, no matter how your first round goes, you should always... Yes, you should always... basically... play A-side. You know, you can just do classic shorty... Again, classic shorty... Make sure that you have one shrouded step with yourself, and that's it. And you can do it in the A main area of the map. If enemies are splitting A site, you can just, you know, carry the shorty towards the short, do some kind of a smoke like this, and just play around it and try to delete the enemies as they're moving in. This round is not the round where you force. Like the only time when you should actually force in this second round on a defender side of Ascent is if your teammates are doing that, and if you're losing the match a lot. But a lot. What is a lot? Like, I don't know, right now enemies have like 11 rounds, 10 rounds, 12 rounds. That's a lot. 9 rounds is okay. 9 is fine. Like, losing one more round, that's gonna put you on 10. Like, comeback is... That's just a 6 round difference on a Ascent, which is heavily defender side of the map in ranked solo queue. So, it's fine. Like, you can sacrifice one more round, but anyways, you will be playing a classic and shorty strategy. So we might win a round and get some kills. crazy force. Oh, by the way, like, you really need to focus on precision of your smokes. Like, we talked about this on your attacker side. Like, on the defender side, it is even more important. Like, your smoke cannot look like this. It is simply unacceptable that your smoke looks like this for the B main area of the map. Like, it needs to look like this. You know, if you're doing this smoke to support your teammates on the B side, it cannot look like this. You know, it should be a smoke that connects this area with this area. It needs to be precise. Like, this smoke for your teammates that are stuck on site. Like, then this smoke for the Omen, like, to stop and delay the enemy's push. This smoke here, in this way, if you want to support your teammates on A side that are stuck at the backside. But you're way too, you know, like, you don't give a fuck how you put them. Like, too many, like, when you're placing the smokes, don't pay attention on your screen. Pay attention to the minimap. Like, minimap tells you exactly how your smoke is gonna look like once you place it. So, navigate your smoke towards the location where you want to place it, open the minimap, and now with your movement keys, bam, done. Take some time. It's fine. As I said, on attacker side, precision right now is far more important for you rather than speed. Like, you don't want to build any bad habits. You don't want to, you know, use utility however the fuck you want.
Probably mid-cap.
Yeah.
Brother, this is Ascendant 1 to Immortal 1 in Europe. Like, this gameplay is fucking horrible. Yeah, I just realized right now, this is European Ascendant 1 to Immortal 1. Like, what the fuck, bro? From both teams. You see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, what the fuck is this mode, bro? Like, this mode does nothing. You give enemies too big of a gap, they'll have more confidence to push it. Reyna might not be aware of that gap. And then, like, you know, she might just get fucked through that gap. You wanna smoke the market? Look at the minimap. Put a smoke. You know, don't. Like, this is nothing. Nothing to do about that, to be honest, but listen. One piece of utility that you're underusing the most to engage the enemies is paranoia. On the attacker side, like, there were at least 4 times where you swung enemies into a 50-50 fight, but you had a paranoia to make that fight work in your favor. And you were in a medium to close range. Like, why? Like, why not? Like, you hear the enemies are out, paranoid them, run them down. You have a stinger. Anyways, in Valorant, like, you almost never, you never want to wait for enemies to peek you. Like, this game is shit. Like, this game is built on a code made by retards, essentially. Like, desync is just huge. Like, peeker's advantage is huge. Like, you don't want to wait to the race with a judge to... I mean, we didn't know the race has a judge. Like, I would not expect that as well. But if you already have a paranoia, you can engage the enemies yourself. You have a close range weapon. You're forced in an eco round. Like, just try to make something happen before the enemies just stomp you. Anyways, with a stinger, like, you cannot even take this type of a fight. Because with 20 bullets of the stinger, like with 1 magazine, realistically, you can expect, I don't know, 2 kills maximum. Like, the fire rate is just way too fast. You know, it's almost impossible to precisely burst fire. You will commit to some kind of a spray most of the time. So, like, you need to create a fight, these type of fights to work in your favor. And what better way than using a paranoia? Listen, on a map such as Ascent, if you're playing in this elo, and you don't have enough money to buy a Vandal or Phantom, you know, operator, just get a Judge. If you're already forcing a Bulldog, and if you're playing Omen, like on this map, like literally, it's way too claustrophobic. You have so many different routes and smoke setups to fuck up the enemies. It is just criminal if you don't abuse the shotgun when you can buy it. Like, why the fuck would you buy a Guardian or Bulldog on this map as Omen? Like, literally, there's no reason. So here, like, for example, playing Ascent, is it a good idea? It's fine. Like, in the first round, enemies went B. They started B. That's the only thing we count. They went A only because our jet pushed and died like a potato. In the second round, they did some kind of a mid-push. So gambling on A right now, again, is fine. It's our default site. We cannot lose it. Now, whenever you see that your teammates are starting a bit more aggressively towards the aim-in area of the map, always give them the one-way smoke. Anyways, like, whenever you don't know, like, whenever your teammates are playing fully passively, like, no one is taking any space, just do this one-way smoke, no matter where you play at that moment of time. Unless you need 2 smokes for some kind of a setup. Like, if your teammates are, you know, peeking A short, you always give them the smoke for tiles. Your teammates are peeking bottom mid, give them the smoke for the top mid. Your teammates are taking aim in, use the aim in smoke, but even if they are not peeking aim in and not taking aim in control, do this smoke like maybe you're gonna waste some utility from the enemy team, and we can condition enemies to maybe play a bit slower.
Welcome me.
I really don't like this late peek from A short. Like, basically, if you're late for this peek, jump spot the enemies first, and then take a fight. Like, essentially, it is not worth it taking the late peek in short. Like, when you're starting the rounds, you should always start towards the barrier. As soon as the barrier drops down, you go for a swing and take this angle. Try to kill one enemy. That's it. Now, another problem in this round, like, you're playing the first full buy round. The match is going to shit. We're losing 4-10. And we have a fucking Bulldog against Sheriffs and Stingers and a Judge. I don't know what enemies you're gonna play right now. Like, because you forced in that second round, you forced the Stinger. Just get a Judge with a heavy shield. Like, why would you be, you know, dying from a Sheriff on any range to the head? Like, it's just stupid. Makes no sense. Now we rotate. Like, on Defender side, Ascent is a fast rotation map. On the first contact between your team and the enemy team, you need to make some kind of a move. Rotation, taking more space, taking some angle, like, aggressively, like, I don't know. Depends on a sequence and scenario that you play. We cannot play passively on this map. Right now, you just rotate, obviously. Like, you should just be running, literally.
Spike soltado.
But, as I always say, like, in the first 4 rounds, when you're doing these rotations, don't go through mid. Why? You don't know how enemies are gonna play. Like, you don't know if they're gonna be pushing S5, S4, S3. Are they gonna be splitting the bomb sites? Like, these rotations avoid completely. But literally completely. Fuck this shit. Even if it takes you a bit more time to rotate from A short all the way towards the B side, it is better to be safe rather than sorry. And if you already want to go from short towards B fast to support your teammates, just do this smoke. If you have nowhere else to do this smoke for your teammates on B side, do this smoke, teleport in, and just rotate. Like, these type of deaths should never happen to you in the early stages of the game. Like, first of all, like, especially on the attacker side, this was mega visible. Like, you always die. You always die. And take some kind of a fight where you're just overexposed from millions of angles, like, from millions of opportunities where the enemies can be. You need to commit to the fight, like, hug the angles a bit more, like, use your utility, like, engage enemies with some kind of a favor, like with your teammates, like I don't know, something. Like there's so many options that we discussed on the attacker's side. You don't need to be here. Anyways, your Killjoy is playing passively from the market. You have time. Your teammate on B is already dead. It's okay. We're gonna be playing a 4v5 retake. Go through the spawn. Okay, in that last round, enemies tried to push B. They failed. So what do we know about the enemy team? They are doing the A, B, C, D, E, F, G pattern. Like basically every round they're doing something differently compared to the previous round. So in this round, we definitely should not expect another B hit. Like chances for that are like below, I don't know, below 30%, 20% because of the rule of fear as well. Now, the second point that we need to remember is that Cypher loves to lurk a lot. Like Cypher never plays with his team. Cypher is always somewhere else. Like that is the info we need to keep throughout this whole fucking match. Like the first 3 to 4 rounds are just the learning rounds. You don't care if you win them, you don't care if you lose them. The only thing you care about is, did you gather enough information for yourself and for your team to close out this fucking match and to counter the enemies? The answer is yes. Like right now what we should be doing, because we know that there's 80% of chances enemies will go A or mid. Like they're gonna do some kind of a split or A push. We can lock the A short area of the map and also tell our teammates to fight a bit more aggressively for the A main. Sova, Jet, take A main. You take this angle. If enemies are pushing A main, paranoid for your teammates, and that's it. If they're having trouble defending A main, rotate immediately, like just, you know, fight with them. End of the story. If you do anything else in this round, it is just absolutely stupid. I mean, anything else that is not fighting for A short and A main control. Now, what the fuck is this? Like you're playing Omen, bro. Like, you're not playing a Chamber, you're not playing Jet, you're not playing I mean, you're not playing Reyna, ISO. Like, with Omen, like, with agents, such as Omen. Even Omen, Chamber, Raze, Jet, Yoru, all of these highly adaptive characters with some kind of a movement ability. Your weapon versatility needs to be much better. You really like you really need to like you know, start using Judge a bit more. Bucky, I don't know, Shorty. Where the fuck is Shorty in your rounds? Like right now you're playing around with a Sheriff and Guardian. I've never seen that in my life. Like, I never saw anyone in my life forcing a Sheriff and a Guardian. Even Scream doesn't do that. Like I don't remember a clip of a fucking Scream having a Sheriff and Guardian right now. Your teammates gave you a Sheriff. You have a long-range weapon. Thank you, teammates. Heavy shield, Judge, utility. You have a weapon for a medium range, close range, long range fight. You can bait the enemies to push you with a Sheriff. They lead them in a close range fight. Done, period. I mean, that is one of the best buy options that you can have with Omen on every claustrophobic map. Bind, Split, Ascent, Corrode, Sunset, like any map like with a lot of medium range and close range fights. What's going on? Like why do you force Guardian with the Sheriff? Like this gameplay doesn't seem like Ascendant. He is playing on a Madrid servers. I never played on Madrid in my life, so I really don't know what is the skill ceiling there. Just a second, I want to see the chat a bit. I ignored you guys a bit. I only need Bucky and Singer to finish my collection. Okay, this guy was talking about the skins. Sell account, move to North America, do daily streams of Valorant, 9xx videos, get rich, get back to your country, open something, earn more money, go play Valorant again, go depressed, buy a car and drive it from the cliff. That's a good life. That's a good life. No, like, as soon as we get, like, to 1,000 subs on Discord, and hopefully it's gonna be in the next fucking 2 years, like, I'm moving for 2 months in NA, And then when I spend like 2 months in North America, like after that, I'll try to get a visa like for longer. I have some family there. I really wanna, like, I don't wanna make content anymore in Europe. Like, it's just, these people are just retarded, to be honest. Like, what are we starting in VOD review? Like, we're finishing from yesterday. Are we doing an Ascendant? Yeah. When you always upload the VOD coaching sessions, so the second YouTube channel is for like, for the VOD reviews. Where can I find the Omen playbook? You need to be a tier 1 sub on Discord or Twitch to access it. What rank is this? Ascendant 1. Do you have any tips for positioning yourself at the desk, like on the chair and stuff? Yes, but we'll talk about that next time. Hello, where can I see the cost of your coaching? Discord server, book a session, text channel. This gameplay doesn't seem like Ascendant. Your green screen lacks a small place over the chat. What do you mean? Huh? What do you... Woo! Oh my god. You mean the... Actually, my green screen completely got fucked. Because it's way too precise, bro. When I hit the table, it's all Jover, man. This is the real fucking experience, bro. What do you gain by making content in North America? I gain content. You know, I gain content and networking. People in Europe are just depressed, bro. Like these games are not fun to play. It's not fun to make content out. Like, there's no content, bro. Like, the only content you can make in Europe is showcasing how you got an ace in a Radiant lobby every fucking clip. Professional streamer setup. Have you ever tried Brawlhalla? Yeah, a bit. I miss Subway Surfer gameplay. You can see it on TikTok. Okay, let's continue.
Guardian if you want, Omen.
Wait, he got Guardian from teammates? No, he didn't.
Okay, I can drop Guardian if you want, Omen.
Still, I don't understand this buy option at all.
Pero peor si quiere.
Do you have any plans to shift to Asia and grind to Radiant in Apex servers? I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Like, there's not a single Asian country where I would spend like 2 months. Literally not a single. I can go for a vacation for like 7 to 10 days, but 2 months, I don't know. I will go fucking crazy. Plus, like, that's even bigger language barrier for me. Like,
Pero peor si quiere.
You're a bit late for this peak. You need to start at the barrier, and you will be ready for this fight. Not even Afghanistan. Dubai? That doesn't attract me at all. Like, literally, Dubai seems so boring to me. Like, I don't even want to go to Dubai as a vacation. My GF wanted to, and some of my friends, they wanted to go for like 2 weeks. I was like, fuck that shit, bro. Like, I'm gonna go to Italy for like 2 weeks, and that's my cup of tea. Le Camino. A bit more precise smokes once again. Good rotation. It's okay, we can rotate like this. Like, enemies only pushed together as 4. Cypher was always lurking. The only problem right now is the Cypher. Like, when you were rotating here from A to B, you should have closed the doors. You should have closed the switch. Why? You're intentionally protecting Jet from her unawareness. Like, I highly doubt your Jet is gonna be aware that the enemy Cypher right now can be in the A main, that enemies can kill her from short as well. Only God knows what type of position she's gonna take. It is totally fine selling the bomb sites on Ascent just for a chance to stay alive, get favorable fights, and play some kind of a refrag game. Singapore, China, India, so many options, bro, and also great places. Especially players, especially mechanically. None of them. Like, China, I don't know. Like, I can go for 7 days and I would probably be like, fuck this shit. India, I never want to go to India. I'm sorry. I coach a lot of Indian players, great people, like, but the stories that I heard and what my friends experienced, like, no thank you. You can come to my country, we can have a chat and have fun, but it's your piece of heaven. Singapore, I heard, is actually great. Like, it just, once again, I don't know. I would rather spend like 2 weeks in Italy. Go to Maldives, maybe.
Let's smoke.
2 guys leaving, Clove and...
Cypher probably A, he's always lurking car.
Yeah, maybe.
Listen here. Like, if your teammate already plays aggressively mid, and he positions deep mid down here, you need to play with that motherfucker. Like, you need to get into the pizza. Because from this angle, like, you cannot see all the positions from which he can die in the mid area of the map. Like, you need to get in a pizza ASAP if you want to fight with this guy. And once again, like, this is just your improper fighting and timings and stuff like that. Like, generally speaking, whenever you get revealed by enemies on an angle, so let's say you play this angle, you missed your first opportunity to kill that guy, you didn't kill him, don't re-pick immediately, because that guy is ready for a fight. Wait for a brief moment of time, like, give it 1 second, 2 seconds, be a bit more unpredictable. At the end of the day, you don't even need to take that fight. You're still 4 versus 4 with all of your abilities available. So, just smoke short, play with your Jet, play with your Sova. It's fine. Like, you don't need to force every single refrag if you don't have some kind of an advantage. Like, this is not refrag potential. You know, like, a lot of the players would say here, oh, but Charlotte, I'm playing with my teammate, I'm playing on a refrag. This is not refrag potential. Like, refrag potential is when you can take this fight that Reyna took together with Reyna. And either both of you die in the same moment of time, or one guy dies and you get a kill, or nobody fucking dies. That's refrag potential. This is just pure nothingness. Baiting Reyna for the info for the first fight so you can take a second fight. It's fine. Like, if you don't get a chance to take this fight with Arena, either reset fully, completely, or wait for a better moment of time to take this fight. And the worst thing you can do in Valorant, like, enemies reveal you on some spot, and you instantly go for a repick. The guy is ready. The guy has crosshair on you. He has your number. Like, he's maybe even gonna pre-fire you as well. You don't want to do that. Japan as well, like, 2 weeks maximum. 2 weeks maximum, like, a great country. I really, I don't know. It would be really sad for me to go to Japan to play fucking video games. I don't know how to explain it. If I'm already going to Japan, brother, I just wanna, you know, go for a vacation. Like, I don't wanna play fucking Valorant in Japan. Denmark. Okay, that's Europe. Like, generally all European countries are fine for me. More or less. What do you think about Stockholm servers? I will not play on them ever in my life. Like, in Europe, you only play London and Frankfurt. What about Morocco? Morocco is great as well, like. I would like to go there one day. Come to Finland, we'll put you in a 120 degrees sauna and then jump straight in a frozen lake. Sounds like fun. España, my GF loves Spain so much, man. Like, so much. I wanna go there, like, it just... I cannot bother, like, to travel so much when I have, like, some other countries closer. Are you a fan of Rammstein, or do you just listen to it? Yeah. I was at a Rammstein concert, like, a few years ago. I went 2 times. 2 times, actually. I'm from Italy, bro. What part of Italy you like the most? Every part of Italy. Like, Italy is the only country where I would actually move and live. Apart from my country. Like, literally, every part of Italy is amazing for me. Like, Trieste, like, Venice, I mean, in Venice I would never live in my life, like, that's fucking stupid. But Verona was amazing. Verona is really great. Then Florence, like, Florence is just also amazing. This year I'm going to Naples. And going to, like, Sorrento. Like, I've never been there, and I wanna go to fucking Capri and like, and that region. But Italy is really, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm at home when I'm there.
Cypher still, I think.
Okay, listen. You can play A short again. It's fine. But we need better decision making. As you said, mid rounds. Like, you just the main problem of yours is that every single fight of yours is some kind of either disadvantage or a 50-50 fight. Like, I didn't see a single fight on both attackers and defender side where you had some kind of an advantage. Any advantage. That's the main problem. I'll share with you a few videos, will be explained. Also, this ADS crosser is criminal, man. Like, I don't know what to... Like, this is very distracting. If it works for you, fine, but... I don't know, it looks really criminal.
La Jet creo que se...
Omen, smoke me.
Oh, this is really good information, man. You know that Cypher is tiles. You saw the enemy Jet in B main. Chances that the rest of the enemy team is in the B main is above 90% right now. Cypher was always lurking and flanking, playing alone, while the rest of the enemy team play together. So, right now, if we kill this Cypher, we should not give up the mid. We should just take the full mid control with the Sova, smoke top mid, and maybe even contest enemies from tiles. Even if we don't kill the Cypher, we should still take more space from the enemy team with the Sova. Like, once again, I would sell the whole A site and just tell Sova, like, come fight with me. We can maybe do a smoke for tiles and just take top mid. Because, you know, once you can read the enemies confidently, try to make something happen. You know? Like, it's always better to be proactive in Valorant rather than waiting for things to happen. The worst thing you can do is, like, autopiloting, which I'm doing right for the last year, basically. Like, I mean, I don't care about the game. But if you want to get Radiant and you're serious about your improvement, like, you know, use your brain, use your head, like, ask yourself, where are the enemies? What are they doing on a macro, micro level in terms of utility, like, This is an easy read.
Don't die, don't die.
Ahora lo tapate, me setup. Should break setup. Only one nade though.
Anyways, you should stay A short right now. So that's a good decision. Whenever like your teammates repel the enemies on the B side, they stop the enemy's push on B, like you should always expect as a counter reaction from the enemy team that they will go fucking mid or on A side, like 90% of times. So yeah, right now we're playing with Jett, that's good. Just I don't know why you're holding your knives in the hands, like you should be holding your gun and getting ready to swing together with your Jett.
No. Puede ser todavía.
Listen here. Now this is a very interesting, like, sequence in the game. So you have a really huge numbers advantage. You're 5 versus 2. Your teammate is doing a play that is completely unnecessary and completely bad at this moment of time. Like your Jett is pushing mid and hunting for more kills. What do? You should play with the Jett. But play with the Jett in a way where you don't put yourself in some kind of a disadvantage. Like prioritize your own safety first. And even if you cannot fully support the Jett, prioritize your own safety. Because even if she dies, it doesn't matter. We can still close out this round 4 versus 2 without any problems. But especially when you're losing the match a lot, and when you don't have really... You didn't build a really strong economy, you want to minimize your casualties as much as you can. So that you have the best possible economy for every single next round that you play.
Yeah, cuidado.
Like here, I don't know. I would at least give... You know, what we can do with this Jett. So we can give her a smoke for tiles. I mean, smoke is primarily for us. And now we go out and we hold the top mid for the Jett. And that's it. Jett can hold the smoke. We hold this. We're ready to fight. If smoke is disappearing, fuck it. Now you can bait for your Jett. And that's it. Like, but I will not, you know, put myself in some kind of a position where that is stupid in this sequence. Get the authentic Japan experience. Slice tatami mats with a katana and buy an anime body pillow. I don't know, if I was to go to Japan, like, I would definitely go into some nature. Into some fucking temple or something like that. Like, I would not go to Tokyo or some city like that. I would actually go to some more chill place. Authentic. Not 2025 authentic. Like, generally, you know, culturally authentic. Who the fuck plays Frankfurt? Are you crazy? I mean, every European server is just... You're just fucked. You know? Osaka, Kyoto? Something like that, I don't know, like... But I would definitely not travel to Japan to play Valorant. Like that... If I ever do that in my life, that's the point where I'm fully cooked, man. That's the point where I need a bit of psychotherapy.
No perdáis armas, no perdáis. Van una, esperando a que piquéis.
Queda un enemigo.
Bueno.
Queda una... Enemito. Enemito una. Okay, listen. Right now, you know, we need to use the rule of 3 executes to read the enemies again. Like 2 or 3 rounds in a row, enemies try to do something mid and B. You're forced one more time to play on the A side. But anyways, like, you know, why in this match, this stale positioning is fine. Number 1, it's working for you. Number 2, enemies only took in 1 round the B side. They even lost that round. That bonus round. So, like, it's okay, it's fine. Like, I mean, If enemies don't have the success doing something, let them be unsuccessful. Like, it's fine. The only thing that is kind of sad is that you have zero pressure on the map. Like, playing Ascent like this is impossible in ranked solo queue. Especially when you're playing in the ranks that are below Immortal 3. You need some map control. You know, like doing a one-way for A main, taking the A main, I don't know, like jiggle peeking B main, getting some early information. Like, the worst thing that you and your team can do on Ascent is allowing the enemies to take this and this for free. Like, enemies walk up here, explode, and your teammates are fucked. London servers are the best to many angry Germans from Frankfurt. Yeah, like, London's are the most optimal servers in Europe. Hello, papi. Hello, Natsu. Mumbai servers are fucked as well, sadly. That's why, you know, going to India is, like, just pointless. I really don't want to play on Mumbai servers for 2 months. Singapore as well is nothing better. I would love to play in Turkish servers. Actually, Turkish servers are amazing if you like if you speak Turkish and if you play in high elo, Immortal 3 and Radiant. I don't know, I had a really good experience there. Really good. I just don't know fucking a single word from Turkish language. I know one thing, like giderim and beş te beş. And I learned that from a Turkish rise.
Dime si escuchas pasos o algo. Cuchillo nada, cuchillo nada. Ahí están en nada, hay varios. En la raíz está. Tiraros para atrás y jugamos.
Okay, man. Like, we know the enemy's macro and micro playstyle. This is an easy game decision. Cypher lurks. We know that probably all 4 enemies right now are in the A main. The rest of the enemy team, we need to help this Jet. We need to play with this Sova. Fuck it. At the end of the day, as I said multiple times, whenever you think enemies might split you or kill you on timing, close the market doors and just focus on one sector with your teammates. It's fine. 3 of you guys are defending the A site. We have Sova's ultimate, we have your paranoia smokes, like, but I will not trust this Jet. I don't know what Jet is gonna do. That's the problem.
Tira para atrás ya.
¡Ojo que va!
No le he dicho. Que cierren puerta y.
Now, it's pretty dangerous where you're playing right now, because you know that Cypher likes to lurk. Like, based on the timing and based on when the round started, we are in a really fucking bad position. You know? Like, already now, Cypher can be close to A short. So, yeah. If you wanted to use a paranoia here... And anyways, like, I need to ask you, like, for what are we using the paranoia? Like, our teammates are not engaging enemies. We are not fighting the enemies. What the hell? Holy shit, bro. The guy has a sick... Spider-Man, man! We are coaching as Spider-Man. Sometimes man. Sometimes spider. Sometimes Spider-Man. Is this the yesterday VOD? Yeah, we're finishing it. Papito, let's do Marvel Rivals today. Off stream. Frost, we can play it in like 2 hours from now. 3 hours. 2 hours.
Spike plantada.
You know, for an example now, it would be a really good time for you to use a fucking paranoia. Enemies in an open area of the map. You're fighting a close to medium range gunfight. Now use a paranoia, teleport on top of this box, get Cypher out of the server, and play the retake. with the Killjoy's ultimate.
Oh,
But
Spike plantada.
obviously, like whenever using a paranoia from Omen, jump spot the enemies first and get the information, and then use it. Bro, I heard someone enter my apartment, and I'm a bit scared. What the hell? What the hell?
Menos.
Walk up.
I will rotate fast.
People.
Try somehow to persuade your teammates to take some map control. This is just way too passively. Playing way too passively on Ascent is really bad. Bro, we need to waste at least some utility from the enemy team in the A-man and B-man area of the map before they execute a site.
People. Yeah. Break.
And yeah, enemy Cypher is probably once again mid or top mid.
Cypher dead.
No tenéis nada que hacer.
No, vale.
Ahora me toca a mí
Let him die.
divertirme.
Let's hope it's not the beginning of the schizophrenic episode. Uy.
Tenéis nada que hacer.
Cypher dead.
Ah, Cypher was lurking through B-man. Okay, okay.
Que hacer.
No, vale.
Ahora me toca a
Let him
mí
die.
divertirme.
Run away, baby.
Contigo, garbage.
Claro.
¿Me cubres? Tiro drone.
This decision to play from rafters, totally fine. Like when you're in this type of a setup where you have like two teammates alive with yourself, you should always play. Two players should play together. One player can play alone. So if you already have two teammates short, yeah, sure. Just, you know, you have smoke. We should maybe smoke aim in right now. And be ready to paranoid the enemies and just delete them on the map.
I can flash.
¿Sumo? Smokeme.
It's very dangerous what you're doing right now. I don't know. Why are you holding the flash from here? Like, why don't you use the flash for yourself? You know? And your teammates. Like, take more space. Fuck it. Like, you know, hold this angle. Your teammates are peeking out. Do this. That has nowhere to hide. Like, he cannot crouch here and you don't see her. That cannot happen, like, on an angle such as this one. So, I don't know why we're losing the timing to...
Queda un enemigo.
No, if this is Ascendant 1 or Immortal in Europe, I'm Jesus. I mean, to be honest, it is like, when we played, like, when we started Unranked to Radiant with Omen, no, bro, like, literally, it's like like gold lobbies, man.
Nice.
You never know. You never know who you play with.
Pide, operato, lo que quieras, va, pide, rápido.
Mañana muteado.
Rapide. It's like I'm listening to 5 Horcuses, bro. Ardis and Papito, what to do? Charlatan. Charlatan, is it you?
Pero si puede tener también bandas y las cuchillas.
Sí, sí, la cuestión es que no tiene muteado probablemente.
I don't know about this angle. But let's see.
Para que tenga otra opción. Ah, me puse out, tío.
Oh, Dio! I'm just gonna give you one tip, like, that's gonna solve a lot of the problems for you on this stupid map. Like, and that tip is like, force your teammates to fight for something. Like, they don't need to die, they don't need to commit fighting the enemies, but selling this much map control is just criminal. If they don't wanna do it yourself. Like, especially if you have no idea where the enemies are gonna go and what are they gonna do. So, also, when you're playing this position here, you always need to play like this. Oh, not like that. Like going in and out, in and out. I mean, your main job on position on this spot is to kill the enemies on timing that are going through short. You don't want to hug this wall, lose the info, enemies cross short, they kill your jet, round becomes 10 times harder. Like, the main reason why you play here is to kill the enemies going short. Because most of the players are going to do this type of a smoke, leave a huge gap, blah 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 blah. If they don't do a smoke, fuck it, I mean, we just get a kill.
Vandal, vandal, vandal.
One behind you.
Sé exactamente dónde está.
Brother, like, every voice line and every voiceover in Spanish sounds like I don't know, they're saying too many words. Too many words, bro. I played in everything from iron to high diamond and feel like only the aim improves. Depends.
Sé exactamente dónde estás.
The main mistake in this round is like how you play this off angle. I mean, off angle, common angle, whatever. Like, you couldn't play this position in the way that you did. It's okay that you played it, you know, it's fine. We should have done a one-way smoke for Amen anyways. Like, as I said, like, if you have no idea, like, even if your teammates are not taking Amen, do this smoke, it's fine. I mean, if your jet is pushing short or peeking short into tiles, do this, it's fine. Deny some area of the map from the enemy team. Force them to use at least one flash when they're taking the space, before they reach the crucial choke points. They won this round.
One way here and Jet always picking. Yo droneo medio siempre.
When you're doing this one way, in the A main area of the map, if you're already starting on the A site, do it as close as possible towards that position. Like, if you're giving it to your teammates, do it from here, or from here if you want to pick the short. If you're doing it for yourself, start here, do it like this, go for a silent step, take the space. But anyways, right now it doesn't matter because we don't have anyone in Amen. I mean, it's okay. You can play short. Like, once again, there's a huge chance enemies are gonna fight in mid. Every round they had someone peeking the tiles. Someone. Oh, and in this language sounds diabolical. I absolutely agree. Like, he sounds like that fucking like grandma from Dragon Ball. The Spanish voice actor didn't even try, man. Like, he didn't even try.
80 Jet, 80. 80 Jet, 80. Tú gas low, tú gas low. Me tiro una.
Bro, es Gustavo Fring.
Spike.
Yeah, he also sounds like he has been smoking too many cigarettes. That's one, yeah, basically like that, yeah.
Así estamos bien. Tiene todo el control.
Lung cancer, Omen. Listen here, like, if you're like, if you're playing alone on the A site, you really don't want to get stuck here. I mean, you can get stuck with Omen, it's fine, but if you already do this smoke, like, you need to do this. Like, you need to gather this information for your teammates, because A short is wide open. Your teammates, I don't know if they're gonna be aware of any enemy's peak. Like, you need to gather this information at this moment of time. One perk of Omen is, like, even if you get stuck here, you know, we can flash the enemies on the left side, try to get a kill, get the fuck out. That's the perk of Omen, and when you're playing this spot. But you cannot just wait for the enemies to maybe silently walk out of aim and smoke. I don't know if they're gonna do that, like, you don't know that as well. Like, ranked players in Valorant are just crazy. and your Sova might die like a potato.
Cayó un
Throw it, go to Omen.
Uno corta. Short.
Eh! Congratulations on your mistake. But actually, right now, like, small that you're doing. I mean, you have 2 options right now. 3 options. And any of these 3 options are fine. So, some enemies are pushing through A short. Some enemies are still in aim in, and we know that Cypher is mid. We don't know exactly what are the enemies doing. Like, option number 1 is you can literally just smoke off this shit here and create some kind of a double tower setup with your jet. That is the option number 1. Now, how do we know that enemies are not on the left side? Because of the KO knife. It is just highly unlikely that KO will do a knife here if somebody crossed on the left side. Option number 2, fine, you can do this smoke, but we need to help the Sova guard the A short and fight for the A short control. Like, we cannot leave this open and then Sova dies and then you get crunched, pinched, like fucked in the ass from 3 different positions. Option number 3, we just save the smoke, wait for the contact with the enemies, and then we do this type of a smoke to separate enemies into individual fights and to maybe go for some crazy outplays.
Nice.
Spike
Tres
soltada
para 5,
en A.
chill. Me voy a medir.
Quedan 30 segundos.
Nice.
Queda un enemigo.
Nice.
Door.
This side.
Quedan 30 segundos.
Chill.
Once again, I don't understand. Like, you have a paranoia, you have 2 teleports, and once again, you're forcing 50-50 fights. Relax, brother, a bit, you know, like, you want to contest enemies in short and help your Sova. Okay. Don't overexpose yourself from the main and from the short in the same time. Go from the generator. Enemies are pushing you. And Sova, paranoid them. Take an easy kill. I don't know, why do you need to be here?
La ronda.
Tienen siempre.
We already talked about this on the attacker side, and I don't want to repeat myself. Like, overexposure is something that you really enjoy. Really enjoy.
El cuchillo al mismo lado.
Vale.
Pero sí, si quieres podemos jugar escalera.
¿Tú qué?
Now listen, in this round, only because of rule of fear and how many times we stop enemies push on A and how many times they did it in a row, I would actually start on B. And even if your gamble is wrong, you still have a teleport to go A fast and support your teammates on A side. Just remember, when you have the Omen ultimate, when you're doing a gamble, you don't want to gamble on the side where you think enemies are less likely to push. You want to play on the side that you think is highly likely that enemies are going to execute in this round. You want to be there present, you know? Using Killjoy, her utility to fuck up the enemies, etc, etc. Also, ultimate status is very important, like, yeah, they're not close to anything, so whatever. That is a miss smoke, I think. You did a one-way for aim in. Sova is holding that one-way. I really hope it's a one-way. Like, it might be a zero-way smoke. You're playing in garden. Your jet is fighting short. She took a kill. What do? You run towards the short and get ready to refrag that motherfucker. Now, refrag potential is gone. Unfortunately. Don't force some kind of a fight that doesn't work in your favor. Like, first of all, we can support this Reyna with a paranoia. Right now you can use paranoia, flash the raise, flash the KO. That might be enough to make your Reina live a happy life.
Una bala.
But this aggression, just too much.
One B.
One SP KO, bro. Mid.
Anyways, I don't know, like, you know, if your teammate is fighting like this, Jet, you want to be there. Be a bit closer. Play with her.
Una bala.
One B.
One SP KO, bro. Mid.
Okay.
Hold. Don't pick.
To be honest, the only thing I want from Valorant this year is a good new controller. So, the last agent was what? Valet? Tejo? Vise, right? Vise, Tejo, Valet. Is that the last 3 agents in this game? Yeah, Vise, Tejo, Valet. Probably like probably the next agent should be a controller. They usually go like that. You know, duelist controller, sentinel initiator. That's usually their pattern, like how they release the agents.
Bro, otra vez.
It is from Senegal, no joke. I know. It's some African dude.
Tío, me cago en todo.
Solo queda un jugador.
Bro, otra vez, tío. Me cago en todo.
Solo queda.
Arsova is a bit angry. Like, if you ever play a round on Ascent where your starting position is this, just know that you're doing something horribly wrong. Like, it's just impossible that you are here. Purely impossible.
¡Ojo que va!
Sombras de camino.
Inside.
80 la ida, inside.
Also, listen, man, like, I mean, if enemies are pushing B, you have the Omen ultimate. Try to TP at the boathouse, you know? I mean, on this map, you use ultimate on the defender side primarily for info, for fast rotations, and we have only one play where basically you paranoid the enemies here, and you pinch the enemies from this position in the Amen area of the map. And that's it. There isn't a better moment of time to use the Omen ultimate than now.
Inside.
80 la ida, inside.
Spike plantada.
Spike plantada. Even now, using the ultimate as a recon tool, not a bad idea. Like, they closed the market switch. So what you can do right now is you can do some kind of an ultimate like this. To reveal the enemies in this corner, and that corner. And then, like, you know, with the smokes and paranoia, we can engage the enemies. Like, for example, if you see the enemies here and here, we can do a smoke here, paranoia there, TP here. Clear this for your team. Let's move forward.
Dead last side.
That was my arrow, bro. That was my arrow.
Solo queda un jugador.
Okay, man. I think I've seen enough. I've seen enough. So the only thing that's left, like, I need to check your tracker. When it comes to your gameplay, like, listen. We'll talk a bit through private messages. Like, I'm gonna share with you, number one, some kind of a training that you're gonna do for the next 1 or 2 months. I'm gonna share with you through private messages 2 private coaching videos that are 3 hours long, that are gonna explain all of these topics that I was pointing out during your gameplay. Third of all, you kind of should understand, like, just from the attacker side, what are your most common mistakes when you're taking the fights, when you're, like, engaging the enemies, and I think that on attacker side we explained quite well, like, what you can do better. When it comes to some mechanical aim training, it's gonna be hit or miss. I don't know, like, most of your problems don't come from, you know, like, it's, yes, like, your raw aim can be better, obviously. But considering what type of fights you take, where you take the fights, and how you fight the enemies, it doesn't matter. Literally doesn't matter. like, in some of the positions, or, you know, how you peek the enemies, how you clear some of the corners. Even if you have mechanical skill of Scream, you cannot kill the enemies if you engage them in that way. Let's see the tracker. Like, I didn't check your tracker yet. Okay, now the final part of your Exodia. Let's see what you've been up to. So, your playtime is okay. You know, with this playtime, you should be able to easily get Immortal 3. Like, you're definitely stuck Ascendant player. Now we can also see why. Like, you have a lot of gaps in your game knowledge, positioning, utility usage, and stuff like that. Now, another problem that I can see here, you play so many agents, man. Like, so many agents. First of all, stop this filling bullshit. Limit yourself on 2 mains and 2 alternative picks. Like, for example, let me see what you played in the previous acts. You know, every act you have a different main. That's a huge problem. Like, you cannot expect to be a consistent player if your playstyle is inconsistent. Like, this act you played Claw, Phoenix, Breach, Raze, Vice. This act you play Omen, Raze, KO, like, I mean, primarily Omen, to be honest. Then this act you play, like, Jet, Reyna, Breach, Sova, Vice. I mean, you played everything, to be fair. Like, limit yourself on just 4 picks. I mean, 2 main picks that are most comfortable for you, and 2 alternative picks. Surprisingly, you perform really well on initiators. Like, that is something that you should definitely consider. Like, maybe just picking 1 initiator as your main. Tejo right now is a bit, I don't know if I can recommend you Tejo as a main agent right now. But on Breach, for an example, you perform well in some of the acts. Like, but overall, like, if I was you, I would definitely play, like, Raze and Jet as my main agents. Because with Raze and Jet, you actually have some consistent level of performance. Like, in almost every single act, you're able to break even, or above even. You have pretty decent stats with these agents. So, like, if I was you, I would just play Jet and Raze as my main picks. And I would just pick Omen as a fill flex, and that's it. Like, I would not consider playing any other agent up to Immortal 3 if I was you. Like, you're lacking a bit of that consistency, like, every act you play something else. You're not giving yourself enough time to actually master certain characters or to develop some level of consistency. Like, pick Jet and Raze as your main characters, and Omen as some kind of a flex and fill. On Omen, you simply don't have enough time, enough playtime, to call him your main. To be honest, you don't have enough playtime on any agent. Like, 84 hours on Omen is nothing. Like, that is just the beginning of your Omen journey. Like, to master Omen, you need, like, minimum, like, 300 to 400 hours to understand every single sequence, every single scenario, and stuff like that. And the same problem you have, like, on other characters as well. I don't know, this is some kind of a bug, to be honest. Like, yeah, 84 hours. Raze, for an example, like, probably it's your most comfortable pick because you spent some time on Raze. But I can definitely see you as a Jet player as well, in a long run. So if I was you, like, up to Immortal 3, I would just be spamming Jet and Raze, learning from the ranked playbook, following the training that I'm gonna share with you, applying the tips and rules that we covered during this VOD review and that you're gonna get after through private messages. And Omen can definitely be your flex fill. Just with Omen you need much more playtime. Omen is not a simple agent to master, but once you master Omen, everything else is just piece of cake in this game. Even if you don't find a lot of success with Omen, he is the most beneficial agent to learn in terms of developing every single skill set. Now, one thing that is like a consistent problem for you across every act is exactly what we saw in this VOD review. Like, your team play can be a lot better. Like, it's more like, you know, what happens a lot of times for you, you're just not playing close enough or in a way that you can fight with your teammates. Like, you're playing with them, but playing with your teammates is not the same as being able to refrag them. Like, you know, if your Jet is here, peeking this angle, and you're here, that's not playing with your teammates. I mean, you are playing with the Jet, but you're not able to refrag her if she takes this type of a fight. Same as in short. Like, you're here, your Jet is here, you're kinda playing with the Jet, but not really. You're not able to refrag the Jet. Or you're here, and your Jet is taking this fight, you're not close enough to this wall to swing out and refrag your Jet at that moment of time. Now, general stats are fine. You know, it's not bad. Like, as I said, like, you're not losing these fights because your raw mechanics are terrible. It's more like because of your crosshair placement, because of the way that you peek, in a way that you engage the enemies, and where do you fight the enemies. When it comes to, like, some other stats, like, as per usual, you know, like, your situational awareness and clutch percentage is not really the best. Like, it can be much better. That's something that you simply build over time, and we talked about it at the start of this VOD review, and how you can speed up that process of developing the situational awareness. Jesus Christ, man. Actually, on defense, you usually perform really well, which we could have seen from this VOD review. Like, another thing that I would do, if I was you, I would specifically focus one whole month on just improving my attacker side. But the problem of your attacker side is that, at least in this VOD, there were very rare moments of time where you actually played with your allies. A lot of the times you lurk, flank, do something alone. But that type of playstyle you want to use, like, when teamplay is not possible, or when you are 100% certain that your play will allow your teammates to have higher chances of winning the round. you know, while you're doing something, you can get a kill, open some area of the map, apply the pressure, but your teammates on the opposite part of the map are not gonna die like potatoes while you're doing that. So do a bit more like self-observation, self-VOD reviews on the attacker's side, like notice these moments, like when you play alone, is it a good moment of time to play alone? How much you can trust your teammates? Do you have any read onto the enemy team that you can abuse to actually play alone and backstab the enemies? Observe your executes, your pathings, how you're engaging the enemies in these main areas of the map. Like, all of that was horrible, and we kind of covered throughout this VOD review, like, how you can do this, how you can improve all of these skills, and then what you can do better. When it comes to weapon versatility, I already said during the VOD review, like, it can be better, like, which is shown right here. I mean, you're maining like Omen, Raze, and agents like that. It's definitely force yourself to learn when and how to abuse the Bucky. You know, pretty easy weapon in these ranks to get the kills. I mean, Bucky and Judge, sorry. Operator, definitely pick it more, even if you're playing Omen, if you see an opportunity to fuck up the enemies with it. If they're just, I mean, in this match, enemies don't have a recon agent. If enemies don't have a single recon agent, even if you're playing Omen, Cypher, it doesn't matter. Those should be easy kills for you with Operator. I mean, in 3 or 4 rounds, even more, I think 5 and more rounds, enemies were just swinging the tiles. Get an op, delete that guy, make a numbers advantage, job done. Now, Outlaw as well. And when it comes to the, like, these stats are really a reflection of what we saw during the VOD review as well. Like, pistol rounds are horrible in terms of your decision making and how you play them. Bring playbook on my Discord server, you know, like, try to apply those tips, those strategies, those rules. Like, we also talked what you can do better when your push gets delayed or stopped on the attacker's side. And eco rounds, they can also be much better. Like with Omen, Raze, Jet, like these agents, like, you should be able to trade yourself for 1 kill almost in every single eco round. Get a shorty, get into the enemy's face, search for some opportunities, close the gap with the enemies, done. Now, as I said, Raze and Jet should be your main agents that you primarily focus on. Like, they kind of work better for you right now. And you should keep Omen as a flex and fill pick because you simply didn't spend enough time playing Omen to actually find some success on this agent. Other than that, like, I really think that if you follow the training that I'm going to share with you after this review, and you apply the tips and rules that I'm going to share through the private coaching videos, you'll easily get back to Immortal 1, Immortal 2, and I think you're going to have, like, still, you know, you'll still need more than 2 or 3 months to get to Immortal 3 levels. And also, I don't understand why you play on Madrid servers. Like, this was terrible, in my opinion. Like, I mean, generally speaking, like, Ascendant players are nothing special, like, but this really seemed like a very low skill ceiling. I don't know, the game was just very weird. For example, on a map such as Icebooks, you can go with Omen, but also I think you as a player can find a lot of success with the Jet. On Bind, you should definitely try Omen and try to master Omen, his best map. On Sunset, you can roll with Omen, Jet, Raze, whatever you prefer. Ascent, Omen or Jet. Fuck the Raze on Ascent, not worth it. Lotus, you can roll with Raze as a main pick, Jet as a secondary, and Omen as a flex fill. On Haven, you can go with a Jet, like, as your main pick, and Omen as a flex fill. And Corrode, it really doesn't matter, it's really up to you. But you need to limit yourself a bit more, like, you know, every act you're maining something else, something different. And that's a huge problem. Especially for a player like you, like, this amount of playtime is enough for you to reach Immortal 3 if you limit yourself on one playstyle, one group of agents, and one specific path. But this amount of playtime is not enough if you want to experiment with a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Like, if you want to experiment, and every act plays something different, or in a different way, you need to play 200 hours of Valorant, like, in 2 months, essentially. So yeah, we'll just continue this talk through private messages. You have my 24/7 support for 1 whole week. Once you watch this VOD review and once you watch the training that I share with you, once you apply it, like, hit me up through private messages and I'll be more than glad to assist you with anything else. For the chat and stream, it's been enough. Like, it's been a very long VOD review in my opinion. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.